Good evening, my name is Richard. This is over and over and over again. It's Matchday Live. It is, of course, the Arsenal women in action away at Aston Villa. Now, the kickoff has been delayed. That's why we're later coming on air. It's not socks this week. No, it's not socks. It's actually traffic on the road. So it's not the kit man this week. It's the sat-nav guy that's at fault this time. He couldn't get the right route. They got stuck in traffic. The game kicking off at 7:30 as opposed to 7:15. So we're still not quite at the kickoff yet, but it's all coming up. Matchday Live, Aston Villa women versus Arsenal, the other side of this. So Arsenal women are away at Aston Villa. It's a big game, this. It's important, obviously, for that place in the top three. I think the league title's gone now with City and Chelsea both winning this weekend. But we need to keep winning anyway. But, of course, it's even bigger than that this week because of what happened on last Friday. We need to show that putting a performance there ahead of the cup final. We don't want to go into that cup final, do we, on the back of that terrible performance against Chelsea. We need to produce something tonight. It needs to be good, and we need to win the game and win it well. And then we can move into that cup final next week back in the West Midlands full of confidence, can't we? Now, of course, we have to go and look at the team news. So what changes to the side has Jonas made following last week? Well, let me see if you can guess one or two of those changes, shall we? So this is our Arsenal lineup then. In goal, it is Manu Zinsberger, keeps her place, although she did play well in the second half last week. The back four, Emily Fox comes in at right back. Lotta Woobenmoy and Leah Williamson are the centre-backs again. And Katie McCabe moves across to left back. So it's basically the defence and goalkeeper that played in the second half last week. In midfield, Kim Little, Vicky Palova and Frida Marnham comes in. Of course, Leah Volti has got this injury. We're not too sure exactly what it is yet, but the fears are it's an ACL, and that would be a disaster, wouldn't it? But Leah Volti is certainly out for the time being, potentially for the rest of the season. In the front three then, Beth Mead retains her place, and the other two places in that front three are both changed from last week. Alessia Russo comes in for Stina Blackstenius and Chloe Lacasse replaces Caitlin Ford. On the bench then for Arsenal, Sabrina D'Angelo and Naomi Williams. Steph Catley, Laura Wainwright is on the bench. Good to see her back, of course, following her ACL injury nearly a year ago. She is back on the bench. She probably won't play tonight, but it's good to see her back in the squad. We've got Leah Cadena, Katie Reid, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Caitlin Ford, and, of course, Stina Blackstenius, as we said. For Aston Villa, then, this is how they line up tonight. It is goalkeeper Anna Leet. They're back for Sarah Malin, Anna Patton, former Arsenal player, Daniel Turner, another former Arsenal player, Noel Moritz. In midfield, Maz Pichetto. It could be a back five with Pichetto more as a wing-back. We'll have to see. Kenza Darley and Jordan Nobbs, another ex-Arsenal player. Three in the Villa starting lineup tonight. Then in their front three, it's Adriana Leon, Ebony Salmon, and, of course, Rachel Daly, who's captain for Aston Villa tonight. On the bench then for them is goalkeeper Sophia Poor, Rachel Corsi, Martha McPhail, Miri Taylor, Georgia Mullet, Lydia Salloway, Simone McGill, Alicia Lehman, and Freya Gregory. So there you go. They are your team lineups. What do you make of that Arsenal team tonight? Is it what you would have picked? Is it what you would like? You're glad to see? Obviously, there are some changes from last week. Of course, there are. We expected there to be one or two, certainly. Stina again has been made the scapegoat again, hasn't she? She got dragged off at half-time last week, even though she was one of the only ones who actually played at her own level last week. I thought she was pretty decent in that first half. Everyone else was really, really poor. And she's the one that gets left out. She gets hooked off at half-time last week and gets put back on the bench again. Ridiculous. Good to see Chloe Lacasse back in the starting lineup. We've all been calling for that, haven't we? Because we did know that Caitlin Ford hasn't been at her best. She's maybe been overplayed. She's looking tired. She wasn't great last week. So she's been dropped down to the bench and Chloe Lacasse comes in, which I'm sure we're all happy about. So that's one good thing. And, of course, as we said, Leah Volti is out potentially for the rest of this season and maybe longer. So it could be an ACL injury. We're a bit worried about that. We want to try and, not think about the worst, do we? But just tell us what the injury is. And I'm sure we can all deal with it, can't we? Knowing she's pretty much out for the season anyway, regardless of what the actual injury is. Rajan was in the chat already. He says delayed to 7:30 due to motorway traffic. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row now. Our kickoff has been delayed. Now, yes, the circumstances this week obviously are a lot different to last week's kit disaster, and obviously things happen, crashes on the motorway, etc., etc. But surely you've got to, one, set off earlier, and two, you've got to have a contingency plan in place, haven't you? Surely. We're a professional club, and this is 2 weeks in a row now where, due to errors is maybe the wrong word, but certainly it's down to our responsibility, isn't it? You know, it's our responsibility to get to the games on time. It's our responsibility to have the right kit. 2 weeks in a row, we've made errors on those issues, and it's not good enough, is it, for a club like Arsenal? It's not good enough at all. And yes, crashes happen on the motorway, they do. And I think the fans were delayed as well and stuff like that. So it's the right decision, but surely the team should be flying. You know, the men's team fly to these games. Why aren't the women's team flying to these games? It makes more sense. They're quite happy to fly over to Australia for a friendly, but an actual WSL game, they don't fly, so they end up getting a coach. Surely it's time to move the women's game up a level now, isn't it? And make it like the men's game. They should fly to the away game, shouldn't they? Absolutely, they should. Maya is with us. Is it actually match that's going to be shown? Unfortunately, not. We're not allowed to due to copyright issues. You get full commentary here, and obviously we'll put all your comments on as well. Greg says, "Evening, Rich and everyone. Good result needed. Yeah, good result and a good performance, isn't it? Really, that's what we want." Greg says, "Should have played Russo number 10, left out Minor and played Steiner." Yeah, exactly. That would have been exactly how I would have done it. You know, Steiner and Leslie have played well together on the very few occasions they played. Why not do it? Why not do it? I honestly can't understand that. Anyway, we've got Fiona says, will you show the actual game when it starts? Unfortunately, we can't, I say, due to copyright issues, but we do give you full commentary. So you will, it'll be like listening on the radio, and you can join in yourself and put some comments on, and we'll have a chat. Little coverage of us. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Last week's result was so incredibly damaging for Arsenal. It was, and I don't think it's just a result. Yes, the result was bad. We needed a result there. We didn't get it, but it was more the performance, wasn't it, in that first half that was just totally unacceptable. That's not what you want to see an Arsenal team. It's not what you expect an Arsenal team in a game of that importance. You don't expect an Arsenal team to put in a performance that bad, do you? You just don't expect to see it. And yeah, it's not acceptable, and it can't happen again, and it certainly can't happen tonight. And it certainly can't happen next week in a cup final, can it? Really, really poor that was. Absolutely agree. Herman says, "Hi, Rich, how are you? Good to see you, Herman, my friend in Toronto. I hope you're well." Herman says, the games against Spain were hurtful to watch. We have to improve. Well, no, we have to improve. Absolutely, we have to improve 100%. And I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will tonight. I'm sure we'll see a response from Arsenal. I'm sure we'll put in a great performance, and I'm sure we will get the result. But Villa are a strange team, aren't they? Because you look through their squad there. We just, we went through their team there. They've got some really, really good players, haven't they? Quality players they've got in all positions across the team, haven't they? You know, in defence, they've got Sarah Malin. She's a decent player. Anna Patton, of course, and Noel Moritz. We know how solid and reliable they are. So, you know, they should have a steady defence, really, shouldn't they? You know, they've got Maz Pacheco. She's a decent player. Kenza Darley's a really quality player. And, of course, Jordan Nobbs, we know what she brings to the team. And up front, Rachel Daly, goal scorer galore. You know, Ebony Salmon, a great player. You know, Adriana Leon, a Canadian, another Canadian. You know, we've got Herman in the chat who's a Canadian, you know, and we know how good she is. So, yeah, I'm surprised that Aston Villa aren't doing a lot better than they are. You know, we said, didn't we, before they were going to finish top four. They gave us a difficult game, didn't they, at the Emirates earlier in the season. They took 2 goals in stoppage time, didn't they, for us to win that game. And we did, of course, beat them rather more convincingly in the Continental Cup semi-final, a week and a half ago. Now, Steiner scored a hat-trick in that game. She knows how to score against Aston Villa. Maybe the way they play suits her. And he started her on the bench. It doesn't make sense, does it? To me, it just does not make sense why you would do that when she scored goals against this opposition. You know, and her and Russo played well together that night, didn't they? Why not play them together tonight? Why not do that? I agree. Frida Marnham's the one for me. Yes, she can pop up with goals from midfield. We know that's what she can do, but I don't know. I would have done that. I would have put Russo in that position. You could even have left out Beth Mead. She's not playing that well either, is she? And you could have put Russo on that side of the pitch over on the right. But anyway, it is what it is. And if it works and we win comfortably, we're not going to have too many complaints, are we? But this issue with Steiner really does need to be sorted out. It's almost like obviously, we know he favours Russo. He wanted to break the record transfer fee for her in January. He's managed to get her now. And of course, he wants to play her. And, she's a great player. But when you're a top goal scorer, you've got to find a way to get your top goal scorer in that team as well. We've seen it work. It's worked two or three occasions that they've played this season together, those two. It's worked. So I really cannot understand why they're not. He's not doing it more. Why is he not doing it tonight? I don't understand it. Honestly, I don't. But anyway, let's see what happens in the game. I'm sure Steiner will come on at some point and make a point ahead of the cup final next week. I've got a feeling that the team that's playing tonight, obviously depending on how the game goes, will be the starting lineup for the cup final next week. I believe it will be. I think this is to be the team he'll start with next week against Chelsea. And I think this is his way of getting that team a game together, because I think this is what he's going to go with next week. Honestly, I do. Unless, of course, we have a poor game tonight, then he might obviously have to change it for the cup final. But I think this will be the team that will start next week. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we won't know, will we, until this time next Sunday, I guess. But I believe this will be the team that will start next week. But we will see. Herman says we have the talent. Absolutely, we do have the talent. Rajendra says Frida has been below par this season. No, she has, absolutely. She's been really poor this season. Herman says, by the way, Steiner was fantastic with her 3 goals. She was, of course she was. And it was against its opposition as well, which makes it even more strange that he's not starting her. For me, I find that slightly baffling. But anyway, he's baffled me a few times this season as Jonas. But let's see. I do feel as though the pressure is on Jonas now, following that defeat last week. We're not going to win the league. We need to finish this. Despite that, we need to finish the season strongly. We need to win every game, really, don't we? We need to win the cup next week, and then we need to win our final 5 or 6 league games, and we need to be finish as high as we can, which is probably going to be 3rd. Is that really good enough? I would say no. Probably not. I don't think it is good enough for Arsenal, but we won a trophy last season. If we win a trophy this season, then two seasons in a row of a trophy, you've got to say that's a decent enough effort, but it's not enough. We should be getting more. And yeah, we should be winning. You can't say you're going to win the league, but we should be definitely putting in more of a challenge than we have this season and last season. 2 seasons in a row without a proper league title challenge, really. It's got to change next season one way or the other, hasn't it? It definitely has. Fiona says, where can I watch the match except for Sky Sports? I don't know, really, to be honest with you. It is on Sky Sports. Other than that, I'm not sure. Stay with us, though. You won't miss anything. Leonie says, are you going to show the match? I can't show the match because of copyright, but we'll have full commentary. So you won't miss anything that's going on. Hayley says, where can we watch the match? Not sure where. I say it's on Sky Sports in England. Where it is in the rest of the world, I'm not sure. Someone might have a link somewhere. He only says it sounds any other than Sky. I don't know, to be honest. There may well be. If anyone knows of a link somewhere, let us know so everyone can have a watch of the game. But stay with us as well, of course. Stay with us and enjoy the show with us. You do get to say we'll give you a full commentary of the match, and we'll also have your comments up as well. So if you've got any contributions you want to make to the team or the show, let us know. Little Cubby says he baffles everyone. Yeah, and I think he does baffle everyone at times, definitely. The teams are coming out at Villa Park this evening. Arsenal, of course, being led out by captain Kim Little, and Aston Villa, of course, by their captain for the evening is Rachel Daly, of course, the England Lionesses legend, as we do love her when she plays for England, don't we? Little Cubby says, I've never been in the Jonas out camp, but I can't help but think that's what's needed now. I said it on the show the other night, and I'm going to stick by it, and I'm going to continue to think the same. This season now is done pretty much. We've got the cup final, and then the season's done. We've got to get that 3rd place. Then that's going to be the time to rethink, isn't it? At the end of the season, that's the time to have a rethink. I think, you know what, this isn't working, or maybe give him another season. With bearing in mind what you've got to remember is Viv's not been anywhere near fit. Beth's not been anywhere near her best. Leah Williamson's not really played that much. They're three key players that haven't played much. Kim Little's been injured. We've got a lot of new players coming in, and I don't know. I don't want to make excuses for Jonas because there isn't really excuses. We're Arsenal and we should be doing a lot better. We've had a lot of investment in the team and we should be producing better results. I've got no doubt about that. But I do think there are some issues that need to be addressed and taken into account. And I think in this particular occasion, I think that, we have got three of our key players that had the ACL injuries have been nowhere near at the top level this season for one reason or another. They haven't. And I do think that has been a factor in the inconsistent results that we've shown. A fully fit Viv, a fully fit Beth, a fully fit Leah Williamson, we would be up there with Chelsea and Man City right now. I don't think there's any doubt about that. We really would. So we've got to take that into account. And I think Jonas has been in a position where he's got to keep playing Beth because she needs the game time. He needs to keep playing Leah Williamson now as well after last week. She had to play tonight, and let's hope she's back to her normal self, because last week wasn't an acceptable performance from Leah, was it at all? We all know that. I don't want to rush into any rash decisions with Jonas. Let's see how the rest. If we finish the season poorly, if we lose a cup final, finish the season poorly, I don't think there's any doubt he will go. He'll have to go. But let's see what happens. Jandra says their new players take longer to coordinate better. Yeah, they do. And we've been saying this, haven't we, for the last 2 or 3 seasons? You buy players because you want to improve your team. You've got to then improve your team. You've got to improve your performance, your results, haven't you? We haven't really managed to do that. So that is a manager issue. That is a manager issue. And it is something that we need to, he's got to, he's had this season now, we're March, we're 3/4 of the way forward, 2/3 of the way through the season. If it isn't happening now, it's never going to happen, is it? Let's be honest. That's long enough, isn't it? It's not like these players have come from loads of different leagues. Alessia Russo's come in from the WSL. She knows all the players. Emily Fox has settled in really well, so there's no excuse there. Chloe Lacassa settled in really well. There's no excuses there. Obviously, there's 1 or 2 issues, isn't there? And whatever it is, we need to work it out, don't we? Ken's says, are you showing the match? We can't, unfortunately. You will get full commentary. Aston Villa are going to be kicking off. They're attacking the goal to our left, which is the whole end at Villa Park. And Arsenal are in the pinky, purpley coloured kit. And Aston Villa, of course, in claret and blue. There's no kit clash tonight, which you'll be pleased to know. There's no sock clash tonight. And there's none of that kind of stuff. So everything's fine. We are just about to kick off here in the West Midlands. The first of 2 weekends. We'll be in the West Midlands next weekend. Of course, we're at Wolves up the road for the cup final. We are off and underway here at Villa Park. Jordan Nobbs in possession, plays the ball back. And Villa looks like they are playing a 3 at the back. It looks like Noel Moritz might be dropping into that 3rd centre-back position, which, of course, she's done before, hasn't she? And there's a back pass there. Puts the goalkeeper under pressure. That's a poor kick out. Comes straight to Beth Mead. Plays it across the box. Maybe she could have gone in towards the goal then, Beth. First touch of the game. Maybe she wasn't feeling confident enough. And Arsenal pressing high up the pitch. Looks as though we're playing with a point to prove at the moment. Little Cubby says, on paper, we have the most talented players in the league. Something is not working. Yeah, absolutely. And I do think there's a few of our players aren't quite at their best yet because of the long-term injuries that they've had and 1 or 2 other things. I agree. So we shall see. Little Cubby says, no, Greg, exactly. The pool is very small in the men's game, even smaller in the women's game. Yeah, because Greg was saying before, so I didn't put that comment up. Who's there could take over? No one at the moment. Well, I mean, there's plenty of managers in Europe that would be able to. There you go. Tal says, who benches the top 11 midfielder for most of the year? Who uses the best top scorer, game breaker as a sub? Yeah, well, no, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Anyway, Arsenal started this game quite well. Katie McCabe trying to come forward. She looks much more comfortable on that left-hand side, doesn't she? We know that. Why doesn't play there more often rather than at right back? Obviously, Emily Fox was away, I guess. And we did, of course, sell Noel Moritz, who's in the Aston Villa team tonight. Anyway, it is Emily Fox in possession now. Plays the ball forward to Frida Marnham. She's got Beth Mead on this near side. Arsenal's right. Plays it back to Frida Marnham. A little bit of space on the edge of the box. Frida puts a cross in towards the far post. Chloe Lacassa was coming in, but it's headed away well there by Sarah Mailing, I think it was. But Kim Little's picked it up now. Emily Fox is a good start from Arsenal. Arsenal going forward again. Beth Mead. It's into Frida Marnham inside the box. Oh, she drags her shot wide. big chance there for Arsenal after just 2 minutes there. It was Frida Mars, a good move. Beth Mead played the ball through. She was onside, Frida Marnham, and she just dragged her shot wide of that far post. But that was a really good opportunity that was for Arsenal. This wasn't a very good finish, was it? It was a really poor finish, actually. Anyway, it is a goal kick to Villa. But it's a good start from Arsenal. It's what we wanted to see. Obviously, we've put last week's disaster classes to one side so far. We've pressed high up the pitch and won the ball back again. Villa haven't got out of their half yet, and we've played at 2.5 minutes. It's been all Arsenal, but we do know we've had problems this season, haven't we? Getting that goal, opening goal, and then killing teams off. It's happened too many times. So let's put this good start to good use, and let's get the goals that we need. And Arsenal in possession again over on that far side. Katie McKay tried to thread it through to Chloe Lacasse, but it's cut out, and now Villa coming forward for the first time. But Leah Williamson's there. Good piece of defending by the Lioness captain. And she's got the ball again from Kim Little striding forward. Hopefully we'll see the real Leah Williamson tonight, not that clone that played against Chelsea last week, especially in that first half. That was a terrible Leah Williamson performance, and she knows it herself. She hold her hands up. She did hold her hands up. Arsenal in possession over on that far side with Chloe Lacasse touches the ball back to Katie McKay, plays it square to Leah Williamson. Arsenal just in control at the moment. Lotta Woober-Moy plays it in again to Kim Little, gets it back. Lotta plays it out to Katie McKay over on that far side, threads the ball forward. This is good play from Arsenal. Leslie Russo picks it up and then touches it off. If that's where it's Chloe Lacasse. Now the ball played forward from Lotta Woober-Moy up this near side. It's a great ball. It's going to come to Emily Fox, very high out the pitch on this near side. Arsenal's right. Emily Fox does well, twisting and turning, trying to find a way to make a pass. And in the end, she's forced back. Good defending that was by Aston Villa. But it is now back with Manu Zinsberg, has got the bright, luminous yellow top on with black shorts in goal for Arsenal again tonight. Manu Zinsberg, and now Leah Williams on his near side, almost playing as a right back, clips the ball forward. It's not a bad ball. Oh, it's missed by the defender, but it just bounced away there. It was Anna Patton, the Aston Villa defender, completely missed the flight of that ball. And Leslie Russo wasn't quite alert to that there, and it's run through to goalkeeper Anna Leet. And she just rolls the ball out to this near side, and Villa just trying to keep some possession because they've hardly touched the ball in these opening 4.5 minutes. Redandra says we should be 3-0 up by now. No, not 3-0 up yet. We've only had that one chance, really, haven't we? Which was Frida Marnham shot, which she dragged wide. Emily Fox now, though, coming forward, threads the ball through. It's cut out there well. Again, good defending from Aston Villa. And now going to have a counter attack on Ireland. Rachel Daly working hard, but Leah Williamson's there. The two Lionesses there in combat, and Leah Williamson comes out on top. Lucy says there, let's go, come on Arsenal. Indeed, let's go Arsenal. It's been a good start, but Aston Villa now have won the ball, trying to come forward. It was actually Jordan Nobbs over on that far side, picked up possession there from Chloe Lacasse. She's got the ball back again at Jordan Nobbs. She'll have a little point to prove tonight, I'm sure, won't she? Obviously left Arsenal last year. Of course, everyone still has a lot of time and respect for what Jordan did for Arsenal, of course, over many years. But times move on and things change, and she wasn't going to get in our team as much, was she? It's a good move for her, and it's working out quite well, isn't it? Because she's playing regular and doing well. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Oh, Chloe Lacasse trying to turn away over on that far side. But Villa again have defended well. Villa have had to do a lot of defending in these opening 6 minutes. But anyway, we haven't quite managed to find that breakthrough yet. And Rajendra says 3 chances, Mead, Marnham and Russo. I don't know where the Mead and Russo chances were. I mean, I know the game didn't start on time, did it? And I've missed half an hour. I've only seen that Marnham chance. That was it. Anyway, Villa now trying to come forward themselves up this near side with Maz Pichetta. Good defending that was there from Emily Fox. She's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't she, the American, since she joined us. She's been incredible. Manu Zinsberger now with the ball at her feet, midway inside the Aston Villa half, 6.5 minutes on the clock. Leah Williamson now, a little bit of time coming up towards the halfway line on this near side, plays it back to Manu Zinsberger. There it goes the other way to Lotta Woober-Moy. And Katie McCabe gives it back to Lotta. Again, she's got a little bit of space coming up towards halfway. Manu Zinsberger's miles out of her goal now. And William Williamson gives it back to Manu again. Arsenal just happy to keep possession at the moment, but inside the Arsenal half now we come forward. Katie McCabe over on that far side, plays it into midfield to Kim Little. Plays it back again to Katie McCabe. Flicks the ball forward. It's a good ball as well. Oh, Arsenal was nearly in there. Vicky Palova it was. Tried to thread the ball through to the runner, Russo, and Arsenal picked the ball up again. Now it's Emily Fox, threads it through to, let's see, Russo. Couldn't quite get it under control. And in the end, Aston Villa again have defended well. And they're doing well, defensively at least, but not quite able to. Redendra says 1 minute Mead pass across instead of, yeah, but they're not chances to score, are they? They're just attacks. Not every single attack's going to. We've had one shot at goal, which was the Frida Marnham one. The others weren't shots at goal, were they? They were just attacks that didn't lead to much. Anyway, we've got a corner now. This might lead to something because it's a corner over on the far side, which Alessia Russo did well to win. And I think it was, I think it might have been Sarah Malin with the tackle, possibly Danielle Turner. Anyway, Beth Mead's going to go across and take it. And we have got an opportunity. 8 minutes played, our first corner. This is where you need Amanda Illerstead, isn't it, to be in the team. She's so good at these, isn't she? Anyway, this corner from that far side. Beth Mead is going to in-swing this with her right foot towards the near post. Header comes in. Lotta Woobenmoy it was who won the header. It's cleared away. A volley comes in. It goes all the way across the goal. It's deflected behind from Kim Little. It is going to be another corner to Arsenal. And this is good early pressure. It is from Jonas's team. It's cleared away there, the corner, and then Kim Little's volley deflected wide. I think it might have been off Jordan Nobbs, actually. And it's gone behind for another corner. Ben said, aye, let's go. Indeed, let's go. Rajendra says, it's how you look at it. Well, it is, yeah, but I mean, for me, opportunity to score a kind of that lead to a shot at goal, isn't it? At the corner of this time from the other side, Katie McCabe with it, punched away by Anna Leet, the Villa goalkeeper. They can't get it out. Frida Marnham inside the box. Chips it towards the far post again, headed down by Alessia Russo, and then it's cleared away by Aston Villa. Again, they've defended pretty well in these opening 9 minutes. But it's all Arsenal. And Arsenal in possession again. Leah Williamson on halfway. We've got Munian with us. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's hope Arsenal can put last week's terrible performance behind us. So far, so good. We're playing well, but not able to really test that Aston Villa goalkeeper, Anna Leet, who, of course, wouldn't have been expecting to have played as many recent games as she would have done, of course, with Daphne Van Domselaar injured, and she's a goalkeeper that Arsenal are interested in, and I would love to see her at Arsenal next season. You know, this is a good ball up that far side. Chloe Lacasse, a little bit of space. Alessia Russo's inside the box. The cross came in towards Frida Marnham instead. A low cross to the near post, cleared away by Aston Villa. And that long ball forward was going to be dealt with there by Manu Zinsberger, but she kicks it straight out for a throw that did come off the Aston Villa striker, Rachel Daly. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. In fact, it was Adriana Leon, so it came off. She's a very good player as well, isn't she? They've got some good players, Villa. Hada says Jonas is not the man to take Arsenal to the next level. No, you may be right, my friend. You may well be right, but nothing's going to change until the end of the season, is it? So let's see where we are. If we win the cup next week, it might well give him a bit more breathing space to get another season at least. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again over on that far side. Chloe Lacasse again does well. And the ball's now back with Lotta Woobenmoy. Pings it into Frida Marnham. Gets it back, Lotta. All try to thread the ball forward. They're looking for Alessia Russo. Jordan Nobbs was in the way. And now it's Adriana Leon. And Villa getting a little touch on the ball. They've not had too many touches, have they, so far? Yeah, actually, Rachel Daly's playing very deep, isn't she, in this first 11 minutes here. William says, I'm great. Hopefully we get back to winning ways. Yeah, hopefully we do. I'm sure we will tonight. Issa says, do you think Arsenal want to sign Van Domselaar after a recent injury? Well, I mean, injuries happen, don't they? And I don't think you can not sign a player because they've had an injury. Otherwise, you'd never sign anyone, would you? Because pretty much every player's had an injury. Yes, it's a bad injury, but I'm sure she'll be back next season. I would still buy her. Tal says, any score predictions? I'm thinking about 4-0. Of course, I'm an optimist. Why not? We have great players. Time for goals from Russo, Mead, and still hoping for Victor Bang one. And yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I said 4-1 on the show the other night. I'm going to stick with 4-1 because because we do tend to concede some daft goals. Yeah, let me know your score prediction. It's still 0-0, so they all count still. I'm going to go 4-1. Hadda says, I need Villa to beat Arsenal so Jonas can leave it. No. He might leave anyway. So let's win all the games. We need to win this game. We don't want to go into the cup final on the back of 2 defeats. That wouldn't be good at all, would it? We need it for momentum, for confidence, everything. So no. We can't lose this game. There's a ball over the top, and Vicky Palova there was trying to get in, but the ball was a little bit too straight, and it's run all the way through to goalkeeper Anna Leet. Little Cubby says, I still want to see Mary Earps at Arsenal. See, I don't know. I've gone off that idea. I think she's a good goalkeeper, Mary Earps, very good goalkeeper. I think she's slightly overrated. And I think Daphne Van Domselaar is the future for me. I said that 2 years ago at the Euros, and I've not changed my mind since. Every time I've seen her play, I think she's brilliant. So she will be my choice. But anyway, Mary Earps is a good goalkeeper, there's no doubt. Munion says there, as for me, even if Jonas wins us a Continental Cup, I don't think he'll take us to the next level. No, you might well be right. You might well be right. But let's see. I think he might well get another season to have a go at it if we do win the cup. Rajendra says that our attack needs goals, so not enough shooting practice. But I don't know if it's shooting practice. Yeah, mate, it's not like we're missing loads and loads of shots, is it? Because that would be shooting practice. This is more to do with our build-up play. Sometimes it's too slow and too predictable, and I think that's the problem. And Villa now on a counter-attack with Jordan Nobbs. She would love a goal tonight, wouldn't she, against her former team? I wonder if she'd celebrate. I probably think she wouldn't. Anyway, let's see. But Villa now coming forward for pretty much the first time. When Jordan Nobbs this time has lost the ball, freed mind and picked her pocket. And now Alessia Russo can bring the ball forward, plays it back to Beth Mead. Clara says we need to sign a decent goalkeeper. We do, yeah, definitely Van Domselaar. She's a decent goalkeeper. She'll do for me. She will do for me. Munion says we have some good goalies. Well, I don't think we do really. Anyway, we've got a chance here. Vicky Palova on the edge of the box. Oh, see, that's the one thing with Vicky. We love Vicky, but she doesn't score enough goals. Kim Little does try a shot from the edge of the box, and that's a decent enough save by goalkeeper Anna Leet down to her right-hand side. Fairly comfortable save, you have to say, but at least it's a shot at goal from Arsenal. Poor clearance, actually, it was from Anna Patton, I think it was. Actually, wasn't. It was Daniel Turner, sorry. And Kim Little's shot was saved down at the near post there by the goalkeeper, Anna Leet. And Arsenal are in absolute control of this game. But it is still 0-0, and we're not exactly peppering the Aston Villa goal as yet, are we? Although we are pressing high up the pitch, we forced 1 or 2 mistakes from Aston Villa. You do feel if the game continues in this pattern, Arsenal will win this game pretty comfortably. Regina says, when I mean shooting practice, if a chance happens, need to shoot with power and accuracy. Yeah, no, absolutely. And, there's a good shot there from Kim Little. It was accurate, maybe not quite enough power, but there you go. A little Cubby said, well, I've got my tickets for Molineux next week. I'm praying hard. Yeah, we'll be there as well. What stand are you in? We're in the Jack Hayward. I think it's lower S. Oh, is it SL2 or SL4? Sorry, we're in, which is in the lower tier, which will be good. Munion says, but Domselaar makes me feel butterflies. No, you don't need to because she's solid. Don't worry about that. Herman says, finally got the sound, but good stuff. I'm glad you have. And Miss Pink Socks is with us as always. How are you doing? Good to see you. Come on, Gunners. Let's fire one in. I predict a Lacasse goal. Yeah, Lacasse goal will be good. I don't really care who scores, if I'm honest. As long as we win the game and score a few, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, Beth now in possession for Arsenal. Beth Mead. She's got Emily Fox on this near side. It's a good link up there. Emily Fox goes to the byline, pulls a cross in. Good defensive header at the near post. It's only gone up. Now it's cleared away again, that time by Jordan Nobbs. And Villa do get that ball away, but it's all Arsenal pressure at the moment. Little Cubby says, yes, Jack Hayward stand. Is that SS or S5? Because S5 will be next to us. I'm sure we're in SL4, which is a lower tier, which is the ones that we wanted. Mark's with us there. Come on, you Spurs. Didn't Spurs win today? Didn't they? Spurs women one didn't they? Anyway, Kim Little now on the edge of the box. Oh, she tried to be a little bit too clever there. Maybe should have gone for a shot there instead. She tried to play it out to that far side to Chloe Lacasse, and it was easily cleared away. Anyway, Rich Cubby says, upper tier. Oh, okay, be a good view up there. But I wanted to be in the lower tier, so we got as soon as they went on sale, we managed to pick them up straight away, which is good. We have to meet. We have to meet before the game. We'll all have to meet actually before the game. Anyone who's going, we'll have to meet up outside the. There's a statue behind the Jack Hayward stand, isn't there, of Jack Hayward, I believe, and it might be worth maybe meeting there at some point. And we wish you were there about 1:30 on Sunday. So it'd be nice to maybe meet up at the statue, maybe outside the Arsenal stand, or the Arsenal end. Be good. Anyway, Arsenal in possession again. Lotta, Woburn, Moy, 17 minutes played. Still Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 0. But Arsenal much the better team, and just need that goal, really, don't we? So let's hope that we do. Rachel Daly's just done well there to win the ball back for Aston Villa, though. Finds Maz Pichetto on his near side, gets it back. Rachel Daly, she's a quality player, isn't she, Rachel Daly? And she plays the ball back to the goalkeeper. Rajendra says, sometimes chipping a goalkeeper will get you a goal or a pass. It does, yeah, but see, it's easy for us sitting here to say all that, isn't it? But when you're out on the pitch and the goal's in front of you, it's a little bit more difficult, isn't it? And yes, these are professional footballers and they should be able to do those things. But it's not always easy, is it? Those split-second decisions you've got to make when you're bearing down on goal. And you've got a defender chasing you and you've got a goalkeeper there. Anyway, Arsenal won the ball back high up the pitch. It's now into Frida Marnham. Her touch wasn't great, but she managed to keep possession. Plays it back to Kim Little, dictating that play in midfield so far in this game. Now Emily Fox on this near side. Beth Mead makes a run ahead of her. Emily Fox cuts inside. Plays the ball square to Lotta Woburn Moy. There's space over on that far side for Katie McCabe. She doesn't get the ball. Lotta Woburn Moy's got it back again and she's going to go the other way. In fact, she's not now. She's turned back. Rajendra says that's what training is about. Well, yeah, but training isn't the same pressure, is it? It's not the same level of pressure when you're actually in a game. It's different. Yeah, of course that they train, they practice all these things. Of course they do. But it doesn't mean just because you can score 20 goals in training doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be able to put your chances away when they come in a game, because it's a lot more difficult. And I'm sure they do work on all of these things in training. Of course they do. And I'm sure we score enough goals. It's not like we don't score goals, is it? We've got enough goal scorers in this team. Sometimes we just need to kill teams off a little bit better than we've managed to. We need to get a breakthrough here. Frida Martin, that's a good ball. Emily Fox is going to try a shot from the edge of the box. No, she plays it to Beth Mead. Is this going to be the moment on this near side? Beth Mead cuts back inside, tries a shot, it's blocked. Good defending. Was that Anna Patton again? The former Arsenal player. Now there's a free kick to Aston Villa on the edge of the box. That was the moment there you thought for Arsenal. Brilliant play from Beth Mead. That's what she likes to do on this right-hand side. Cut back onto her left foot. And she got a shot away. It was a decent effort, actually, but it was good defending. Good play from Emily Fox just before that. A little bit of space for Beth on this near side. Cut back inside, and the shot was blocked. And then there's a foul on the edge of the penalty area there. But good play from Arsenal, that was. Good play from Beth. Couldn't quite get the goal that we deserve in this game so far. There's no doubt about that. Clara says we need to explore the game on the sides. The middle field is very defensive. We need to make the field wide. No, absolutely, I agree with you. We do need to get the ball wider. We're trying to, aren't we, a little bit, certainly on this near side with Beth Mead. We need to get Chloe Lacasse in the game a little bit more, though, don't we? Anyway, Kenza Darley is a very, very good player. I do like her in midfield. Tries to play the ball forward. Leah Williamson cut it out and then just puts it out for a throw to Aston Villa. Rajendra says, and also build the confidence, and our player who used to do that regularly. No, I mean, it is a confidence thing. Absolutely, it is a confidence thing. And that comes from results as well, doesn't it? Oh dear, Munian's upset me there. He says, Arteta should handle both male and female teams. I'm sorry, having him in charge of one of the teams is stressful enough. I wouldn't want him in charge of both of them. It's quite nice to get a break away from Arteta every so often when the women are playing. Anyway, there's an injury here to an Aston Villa player. I think Sarah Malin. She's getting some treatment on the pitch. We're coming up to the midway point in this first half. It's still Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 0. But you have to say Arsenal have been a much better team. We've had all of the chances so far, of which there hasn't been too many, but they've all been ours. We haven't quite been able to find the breakthrough, have we? Anyway, for some reason, the assistant manager for Aston Villa, Leanne Hall, is talking to the players on the side of the pitch, and Carla Ward is she up a bit high in the stand? She got a ban this year, a touchline ban potentially. I'm not sure, but anyway, she's not on the. She's up in the. Unless she's just watching the game up there, maybe to give her a better view of this first half. I'm not sure. Or has she got a touchline ban? She's certainly not backwards in coming forwards, is she, with her opinions, Carla Walls? It wouldn't surprise me if she has got a ban. They've got some sort of radio communication. And Jonas has got his nice light brown jacket on again as well, which is a lovely jacket, and he looks very smart, but it hasn't really brought us much luck, has it? Because we lost to Chelsea when he wore that. But anyway, let's hope it's not his jacket that's making too much difference. But he's looking smart there on the bench, isn't he? He's like a proper manager, doesn't he? With like a blazer and that on. He looks good. You look good, Jonas, my friend. You really do. Now let's start actually becoming a proper manager and winning some trophies. Another one. Anyway, Villa have taken this throw on the near side. Rachel Daly's picked the ball up. It's almost like she's got a free roll, Rachel. She's popping up all over the place, isn't she? Herman says, could it be the players missing goals because they try to? Yeah, maybe that's part of it. But you know, they've got to be able to deal with those situations better, haven't they? You know, if we're going to win and challenge for big trophies, you can't have players that can't handle the situations or the pressure. Anyway, Noel Moritz has been fouled over on that far side. 2 players there pressing her, which was Chloe Lacasse and Alessia Russo. It's a free kick. And Jonas is not very happy about that by the look of it. He's having a chat to the 4th official, which he likes to do, doesn't he? He does like a good chat to a 4th official. Of course, he knows Noel Moritz very well, as we all do. Very, very solid, steady, reliable player for Arsenal, wasn't she, for quite a while, the Swiss defender. And we've certainly got nothing but respect for her. And, of course, one of 3 former Arsenal players in this Villa starting lineup tonight. Anna Patton and, of course, Jordan Nobbs are the other 2. So it's a very Arsenal or former Arsenal feel, isn't it, to this Aston Villa side tonight. Anyway, Leah Williamson's pings that ball square to Lotta Woober-Moy. She plays it on to Katie McCabe. Got that important equaliser against Aston Villa at the Emirates in the corresponding league fixture back in October it was, wasn't it? That really important goal got us back in that game. Now the ball's played through towards Alessia Russo. She didn't really read that, you see, and that's the difference between her and Stina Blackstenius. Stina would have already have made that run in. She may have been offside, but she would have already made that run. Well, look, when she gets the ball there, look, you see, she's on her heels a little bit there, Alessia, and that's why she wasn't able to get the ball. Stina would have already have spun and gone, anticipating the pass. And that's where they're different, those two, and that's why you need to play them together, because they offer something different. And I think that it works. And Stina is our top goal scorer. Absolutely our top goal scorer. And she should be playing a lot more than she is. Rajendra says, I feel they're not expecting the chances they are getting as much. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's not expecting a chance. I mean, I think in a team that plays a lot of attacking football, you've got to expect to have chance. Anyway, Rachel Daly now coming forward for Villa. They've got an opportunity here. It's Leon over on that far side. Tries to get a crossing. Good defending, no, there from Lotta Woober-Moy. Once again, showing her real quality and how much she has improved over the last year or so. Herman says there, Palova is a good provider of the ball, but sometimes I think she should try and score more herself. Absolutely, yeah, that's the one criticism I would say. I wouldn't really call it a criticism. I would say it's one thing in her game that she's lacking. It wasn't a penalty. The ball did bounce up and hit Lotta Woober-Moy's arm, but it came off her leg first, and as we know, that isn't a penalty because it's been a deflection off her own another part of her body, and it's come up and hit her arm, so it wasn't a penalty. So there was no reason there to even question it, was it? There's no VAR, although it's at the Premier League stadium. There's no VAR, but it wouldn't have been a penalty anyway because, if it bounces off it deflects off your own leg and hits your arm, it's not a penalty, is it? Anyway, Arsenal back in possession again. That little scare over with. It wasn't much of a scare, was it? Anyway, Vicky Palova has done really well again in the centre midfield. Plays the ball out to that far side. Katie McCabe. Chloe Lacasse goes off on a run. Chloe Lacasse has got the ball. Cuts back inside. Got the cross light. Well, she plays it back instead to Katie McCabe. She lines up across with her left foot. Finds Alessia Russo inside the area. But again, it's good defending by Aston Villa. They've managed to scramble the ball away. But Arsenal, again, they're looking to try and come forward. Kim Little it is. Plays the ball square to Leah Williamson. Now it's in to Vicky Palova again. Plays out to that far side. Katie McCabe threads the ball through. And again, it was almost a mistake at the back there. Let Frida Marnham in, but goalkeeper Anna Leitz off her line and grabbed the ball there. A little bit of misunderstanding with her defender there. Very, very briefly. Looked as though Frida might have got him. But again, Frida maybe was a little bit on her heels there as the ball was played through. We're just not quite making those runs that Stina is so good at. But anyway, it is a throw now to Aston Villa over on that far side. And it's Rachel Daly, who seems to be playing everywhere on the pitch for Aston Villa tonight, apart from up front. Although that's her main position, isn't it, for Aston Villa? Of course, is the current or holder of the Golden Boot. She's not going to win it this season, you wouldn't have thought, but she won it last season, didn't she? Was it 21 goals she scored or something? Incredible. Incredible season that year. Not quite as many goals this season, but Aston Villa struggled a bit more this season. Of course, they finished 5th last year, didn't they? And this season they are down in 9th, 8th place. Is it 7th or 8th place? Not been a great season for Villa, has it? Rajendra says there, when watching the game, the girl seems half a step away from scoring. Yeah, they're just on their little heels a little bit, aren't we, at the moment? When those little balls are coming through and we're not quite anticipating them, are we? But hopefully that will come as we keep going and we keep creating chances. We've played 27.5 minutes. It's still 0-0. Leah Williamson now dinks a ball over the top. That's a great ball. Emily Fox clear on this near side. Emily Fox pulls it back. Well defended, and it comes to Freedom Arnhem. Good effort, blocked again by Danielle Turner. And Aston Villa got away with that again with some good defending. And then they've got a chance of a counter-attack. Adriana Leon in possession, but Kim Little wins the ball back. Brilliant play there from the Arsenal captain. That was a big chance of Emily Fox. It was. Lovely pullback as well. And in the end, Freedom Arnhem shot was blocked. Now Beth Mead on this near side cuts in field. Well, it was a strange ball, actually, but that's found Kim Little. Now it's back to Beth Mead again. She's going to try a shot from the edge of the box. He's dinked in. So header comes in from Alessia Russo, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. Anna Lee, either side of the keeper there. And that's probably going to be 1-0 to Arsenal. We're just starting to really build up some heavy pressure here. Beth Mead it was with the cross, and Russo's header straight at the goalkeeper. Really, she should have directed that a little bit better. She had a little bit more time maybe there, and she could have maybe planted that in the corner. Wayne says Russo with the header it was. Couldn't quite beat the keeper there. Rajendra says, good first good connection, not directed. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't directed very well. It was just straight down. It needed to be more in either corner. Would have probably been enough, wouldn't it? But I say it's easy for us to say that sitting here. But it was a good cross and a good move from Arsenal. It did at least end with an opportunity, an effort, a goal. Emily Fox, who's played really well in these opening 29 minutes tonight, getting forward well down his right-hand side and in possession again at the American. What a signing she's proved to be. It wasn't a great ball to Leah Williamson, but anyway. Pinky says, anyone know where I can watch it for free? I don't, I'm afraid. Stay with us and we'll give you the full commentary anyway, so you won't miss anything. Anyway, Katie McCabe now bringing it forward for Arsenal. Again, it's not a great final ball, and it's cleared away again by Aston Villa. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on that far side in front of the dugouts. And taken quickly, that was by Katie McCabe. Now the ball's with Manu Zinsberger, finds Leah Williamson just on halfway. Going towards the centre circle now inside the Aston Villa half. Herman says, did Yona shop at Savile? That's a nice jacket, isn't it? It's a very smart jacket. And Arsenal won another corner. Chloe Lacasse's cross from that far side is deflected behind, and it is a corner to Arsenal. And we've had all the attacks and all the corners, but so far no goal. It was Noel Moritz who blocked that cross. And it is going to be Beth Mead to take this corner over on that left-hand side. Going to swing it in with her right foot. Lotta Wougamoy is in there. Looking to get on the end of this. Leah Williamson's in there as well. And of course, Alessia Russo's in there. Freedom Arnhem as well. This corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's Aston Villa head gets to it. Is it going to be kept in here on this near side? It's just gone behind. It's a throw to Arsenal. I think you could have kept that in then. Anyway, it was Danielle Turner again with a header. It is going to be a throw to Arsenal right by the corner flag on this near side. Good corner that was again. And it was Vicky Palova coming in attacking that. And it has gone out for a throw to Arsenal, which Emily Fox is going to take. We've played 31 minutes at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 0. Emily Fox plays the ball into the box. And this is good. It's Alessia Russo. Can she get a cross in? No, she can't. Comes back to Emily Fox again. Can she cross it this time? Tries to go around the outside. Emily Fox plays it back instead to Russo. Dinks the ball forward to Beth Mead again. She was maybe on her heels a little bit there, not anticipating that ball. And again, Aston Villa can clear it away. That's been the story of this first half so far, isn't it? Arsenal not quite anticipating these balls, but that's a good ball forward. Vicky Pullover. And you did a block. Oh, tried to square it there. And Aston Villa again scrambled again. Danielle Turner has been doing some good defensive work for Aston Villa in this game so far. Now it's with Kim Little. Munian says, can we all agree to extend Nicola Jova's services to the female team? Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him to do some set piece work. Royston says, I'm losing faith in Jonas. Well, I think we're all losing a little bit of faith in Jonas, but we need to keep that faith for one more week at least, don't we, ahead of that cup final. And then after that, maybe we'll see. Anyway, now it is with Vicky Pullover. That's a good cross towards the far post, headed out again by Aston Villa to come to Katie McCabe. It wouldn't quite fall for her there to hit a volley, and in the end, it's cleared away. She scored a few goals against Aston Villa, Katie McCabe, hasn't she? Got an absolute screamer here a couple of seasons ago, if you remember. In a 4-0 Arsenal win. That game was 0-0 at half time, actually, so let's not be too worried at the moment. But we could do with the goal, couldn't we? Just to give us a bit of confidence following last week's bad performance. Anyway, Katie McCabe finds Frida Minor over on that far side. A lot of Woobermoy finds Leah Williamson. Thinks the ball over to that far side. It's a good ball as well. Finds Katie McCabe, and Arsenal won another corner. Again, it's off Noel Moritz. Lotta says there, do you have a favourite Arsenal player? Absolutely. I think we all have our own favourites, don't we? I mean, Leah Williams has always been my favourite player. Stina as well. I love Stina. Obviously, Kim Little. We all love Kim Little, don't we? Greg says, playing well, just need a goal to open up. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think that's what we do need. This brings another corner indeed. Pinky says, found the game. Good stuff. The corner comes in. Good handling actually by the goalkeeper. Royston says, is there anybody in first place to replace Jones? Well, not at the moment. No, it's not really been talked about, has it? It's not really been talked about. I mean, whether the club are looking for somebody else, we don't know behind the scenes, do we? It's not been mentioned. I don't think so. Yeah, I think nothing's going to happen certainly not until after the cup final at least. But anyway, let's see. Rachel Daly now and Leah Williamson does well, but it is a throw to Aston Villa. Regenda says, could not Jonas get hold of the men's free kick coach? Yeah, that's that Nicholas Jonas that we just mentioned there. I'm not sure we can quite manage to get hold of him. I don't know. He can't help out, can he? There you go. Anyway, Aston Villa now in possession over on that far side. It's a hopeful long ball forward. Oh, it's a good ball, actually. It's turned out to be a good ball. And suddenly Villa inside the Arsenal penalty. A good defending, though, there from Arsenal. We haven't managed to get it clear yet. And it's played back. And still Arsenal can't really get it clear. And Sarah Maiden, plays the ball back. Now it's with Jordan Nobbs. One ball over the top. It almost caused us some problems, didn't it? Anyway, Villa are still in possession over on that far side. Jordan Nobbs ball into the box. Too much space over on that far side for Leon. Plays it back. It's a shot. Oh, Villa have scored. Oh, disaster for Arsenal. It's Ebony Salmon with the goal. One simple ball across the penalty area. Too much space there was over on that far side for Adriana Leon. And then a simple finish from Ebony Salmon. I think that's pretty much her first touch. And Arsenal now having a kind of a huddle just outside the penalty area, having conceded that goal. It's totally against the run of play, you have to say, but Arsenal are behind again, and now we're going to have to dig deep, aren't we? Now we're going to have to show exactly what we're about. We've dominated this game, and somehow we find ourselves 1-0 down. Too much space everywhere there. Over on that far side, far too much space. Good ball from Jordan Nobbs, but look at the space Leon's got there. And then Ebony Salmon made a good run and a neat first-time finish. But that goal shouldn't be happening, should it? Should not be happening. It's a good finish. It's a good work goal from Aston Villa, but we gave them far too much space. That was far too easy. And that is just no good. Wayne says, Arsenal goals doing Zinchenko's huddles. Yeah, well, it didn't really work for Arsenal last season, did it? Rajendra says, one shot and one goal for Aston Villa indeed. Donkey says, get this fall out. I must admit, right at this moment, I'm starting to agree with you. Wayne says, losing again indeed. Greg says, great one shot and they score. Yeah, that's all they've had, one shot. And they have scored. There you go. Carla says, that's how we said in Brazil, if you don't capitalise your chances, the other team does. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Little Cubby says, are this team ever going to click? That is a good question. It seems like not is the answer. Ms. Pinksock says, we need a new set piece. Well, maybe we just need a new coach. Maybe that's what we need. I don't know. But it's a long way to go in this game yet. So let's not panic quite yet. It's not what we needed, is it? It's not what we needed at all after last week. The start to the game's been good. We've played well, and we've dominated. But again, we've been opened up at the back far too easily, and that's not good, is it? Anyway, good link up on this near side again. Emily Fox with a cross, dinked it out to the far post. Oh, it just goes a little bit too far beyond Chloe Lacasse, but she's found Katie McCabe. Arsenal need an instant response here. And the ball's threaded through to Leslie Russo. She can't hold it up. And Villa again are going to come forward with Adriana Leon, who's set up that goal, didn't she? Given a lot of time and space to do so. Anyway, Vicky Palova now for Arsenal finds Emily Fox on this near side. Emily Fox then has to go back. Wayne says, Chelsea just went away to West Ham and won as well. Shouldn't be this hard. No, you're right. I agree. But it is. It seems to be, doesn't it? Carla says, it doesn't matter if we have world-class players, but not a good coach on the side. No, absolutely, you're right. Here, Arsenal going forward again. Frida Marnham inside the box. Oh, good defensive play again from Aston Villa. That was Anna Patson there. Heads it over the bar. Looked like Frida Marnham was going to score the equaliser there for Arsenal. Again, it's good. It's a good move from Arsenal. It's a good ball into the box. Nice take from Frida. I think that might have been going in. But it was good defending by Anna Patton, the former Arsenal player, of course, as we know. Ella says, bring Wainwright on. We can't bring her on. She's only just back from injury. She's not fit enough yet, is she? The journeyman's here with us. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well. His corner comes in. She has a 6-yard box. Again, Villa clear. Went not very far. Vicky Palova, shots blocked. Kim Little now plays it back up this near side. And it's with Katie McCabe again. Goes round the outside. Can she get across with her right foot? She does. It's a decent ball headed away. Only as far as Leah Williamson. Shot on a turn blocked. It's all Arsenal pressure now. We've responded well to going behind. But we still trail by a goal to nil. There's 6 minutes to go until half time. Can we get level before the break? I think it's important that we do. Lotta Wubenmoy threads it forward to Beth Mead. Beth Mead inside the penalty. Tries a shot. Again, it's blocked. That's the Villa given everything defensively. Beth won it back. Oh, but it wasn't a great ball out to that far side. Good play, though, from Arsenal. Again, we've really upped the pressure here, haven't we, since conceding. And we need a response, and we need a response quickly. Leah Williamson plays the ball forward to Vicky Palova. Now it's with Katie McCabe. Throws it through again to Vicky Palova. This is good play from Arsenal. It's a lovely ball. Can Chloe Lacasse get this? She pops up on this near side. Good defending again, though, from Aston Villa, you have to say. And Chloe Lacasse and Beth Mead have just briefly swapped sides, and it was Maz Pichetto there who did the good defensive work for Aston Villa. And it's been a strange game, hasn't it, really? Because Arsenal have dominated. Anyway, Patrick says totally stupid. Chelsea will tear us to pieces next week. It's City's or Chelsea's for the WSL title. I'm sorry, we ain't going to win anything or go anywhere with this cloud in charge. Well, you may be right. Alana says, I've just got surprised with Arsenal versus Chelsea Conti Cup final. I'm so excited. It's my first Arsenal match. Oh, brilliant. Look forward to seeing you there. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's going to be a good game. Carla says, Wayne says, Carla on her walkie-talkie. Indeed, yeah. It's a bit strange, isn't it? I don't know if she's got a touchline, but anyway, Kim Little driving Arsenal forward. That's a good ball. Vicky Palova inside the box. Oh, just couldn't get a good touch on the ball. It's run away from her. Donkey says, get Mead off. Poor for a while now. Bring Steen and move Russo left. Well, I wouldn't have disagreed with that. Should have maybe done that from the start. We did say that at the beginning. Tal says, with all the offensive coaches this team has, there is something really wrong here. Man City and Chelsea would have had 3 goals by now. Quite possibly, yeah. You may well be right. Greg says, sacrifice a midfield player, bring Steiner on. Yep, I would have started Steiner. And that's a mistake. It really is a mistake. And hopefully he's going to learn for next week. Ella said that Steiner's the GOAT. She is indeed, absolutely. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. Katie McCabe's going to take this. We're into the last 3.5 minutes of the first half. Arsenal trailing 1-0. Totally against the run of play. But we did say if you don't take your chances when you're on top, you could end up being punished, and we have been punished. Anyway, Villa now on the counter attack. It's the goal scorer Ebony Salmon again, but Leah Williamson does what Leah Williamson does best. Just took the ball off her, and that is the Leah Williamson that we know. It's a good ball forward as well to Beth Mead. Tries to get out to this near side, cleared away, but not very far. Emily Fox try to have a shot. Oh, she plays up this near side instead. Chloe Lacassi's ball completely missed at the near post by Alessia Russo, and it's gone over to the far side to Katie McCabe. It's back again to Lotta Wooben-Moy. Oh, it's a poor ball, actually. And Aston Villa should clear this away. It was Kenza Darley. And now it's with Adriana Leon over on that far side of Villa now trying to come forward into the last minute and a half of normal time. Wayne says, what's happened to Lena Hertig? She's injured. I'm not sure what the injury is, actually. They've been keeping it a bit quiet, but no, she's injured. And I think she's going to be off at the end of the season anyway. It's not quite worked out for us. It's a shame, but sometimes it doesn't work, does it? Certain players just don't work. And it hasn't done, has it? But there you go. Oliver Tosozin says that they should position themselves well in the box. Yeah, and I think the one player that does that is the one who's sitting on the bench, our top goal scorer. And surely we'll see her in the second half. And then Noel Ritz in possession for Aston Villa. And now it is with Kenza Darley again. Anna says, come on, Arsenal. Indeed, come on, Arsenal. We need a response here, don't we? Kenza Darley again in possession just in front of her own penalty. Plays out to that far side to Anna Patton. Chips the ball forward and well cut out there by Katie McCabe. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. To Aston Villa, sorry, over on that far side. We're into the last 90 seconds of the first half of normal time. Can Arsenal get an equaliser here before the break? Or are we going to have it all to do in the second half? Anna says, would love to see Russo and Stina play. Yeah, like they did against Aston Villa last time. We beat them 4-0. Stina's got a hat-trick and he's left her on the bench. Lotta says, why is Stina on the bench? Well, that's a question for Jonas, isn't it? I couldn't really tell you because she should be starting. I will start her every game. Herman says, well, now we'll see what Arsenal have got. Exactly, yeah. Ella says, bring Viv on, she'll do some damage. You can't, Viv's injured. She's been injured for a while. She's probably not going to play again this season, I don't think. Anyway, that ball from Villa has rolled all the way through to Manu Zinsberger into the last 40 seconds of this first half. There's not going to be much stoppage time, is there? A couple of minutes, you feel. There was that little brief hold up when I think it was Sarah Malin was injured. Riser says, are we sure we are coming from an embarrassing defeat? Well, we're heading for another embarrassing defeat as things stand, aren't we? Let's hope we can turn it around. We've certainly got enough time still. It's not even half time, is it? The game did start late, remember? So if you are thinking, oh, we must be nearly finished. No, we're not. We're not even at half time yet because the game did start 45 minutes late due to traffic hold-ups on the M6. Anyway, Manu Zinsberger now. We are into stoppage time at the end of this first half. There's going to be 3 minutes. So Arsenal got 3 minutes to try and pull it back before the break. Now plays it forward. Leah Williamson's ball cut out again. I mean, Villa have defended well, but we haven't been anywhere near sharp enough in that final third. But we just won the ball back. Chloe Lacasse finds Kim Little. This is better now from Arsenal. It's with Emily Fox again. So it's a good first half. Puts the cross in. It's deflected and then cleared away. Not far enough. Kim Little picked it up for Arsenal. Finds Katie McCabe on that far side. Plays the first time cross in. It's flicked on by Vicky Pullover, but it's going to go into the arms of the goalkeeper, Anna Leet. Another Arsenal attack comes to nothing. Munian says there, I can't forget how excited I was with Lena Hertig joining. Never worked out, did it? I must admit, I found it a little bit of a strange signing when we signed her, actually. I never thought she was a brilliant player. But anyway, Carla says, disappointed. Yeah, it's been disappointing, hasn't it? Anna says the format needs changing if we lose a game. It's clearly not worked. Well, yeah, it didn't work last week, did it? Hannah says Jonas must go this time. It's not even half time yet, guys. Come on. Anyway, Villa coming forward again. Looking for a second goal. That's a good piece of defensive play there in midfield from Vicky Pullover. And now it is with Chloe Lacasse, who's playing on the right, Beth on the left. We've got Gabrielle with us. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope you're well. And Arsenal coming forward again now. This might well be one of our last chances this first half. Beth Mead over on that far side, cuts in, gets to get a cross in, finds Frida Marnham, turns away from one defender. Emily Fox, have a shot. She does have a shot, and it's deflected. Is it over the bar? Did it just go straight over? She needed to have a shot in the previous opportunity. She did that time. Couldn't keep it down. It's another good move, though, from Arsenal. Just lacking any kind of finishing touch there. Didn't really look confident about shooting, did she, Emily Fox? And surely that's got a deflection there, hasn't it, off the defender? Surely that should be a corner. In fact, I think it is a corner. But Emily Fox did well. It is a goal kick. Miss Pinkshot says, good effort. It wasn't really a good effort, though, was it? She chipped it over the bar. Anna says, Frida and Stina are so underrated. Well, I do think that Stina definitely is. Wayne says, fair play, Fox. Just take a shot, indeed. Gabrielle says, it's a goal against a run of play. It's a goal against a run of play, but it doesn't matter, does it? A goal's a goal, no matter how the play is working out. It was just poor defending from Arsenal, really. It was a well-worked goal from Villa. You've got to give them credit for that, but it was quite poor from Arsenal, really. Anyway, it is Arsenal coming forward again. This might well be our last attack. We've played 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. Chloe Lacasse on this near side. Is Chloe Lacasse going to find a breakthrough? Finds Vicky Palova, plays it in. Was that not a foul on the edge of the box there on Leslie Russo? Probably not. It is cleared away by Aston Villa, and in fact, I think that might be the end of the first half. It is. The half-time whistle's gone. It is half-time at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. It's totally undeserved for Aston Villa, you have to say. They've had one shot at goal. We've had most of the possession. We've had most of the chances. We haven't really had too many big opportunities. And we are going in at half-time 1-0 down. Wow, what a shock this could be. It was Ebony Salmon with the goal. It was Adriana Leon got clear down the far side, Aston Villa's right. Too much space she had. She pulled the ball back, and there was Ebony Salmon. Again, had too much time to place her shot into the far corner. It was a well-worked goal from Villa, but really, really poor defending from Arsenal. Gave Aston Villa too much time. We haven't really created lots of opportunities, have we? We've had 2 or 3 nearly moments. We've had a lot of possession, a lot of balls wide, not enough end product. And that's been the problem too many times this season, hasn't it? Not enough end product. And you've got to say that if Stina had started this game, right, and if she'd had as little impact as Leslie Russo has had, she would get taken off at half-time, as she did last week, even though she'd played quite well. Guarantee Leslie Russo will come out for the second half, even though she's contributed nothing to that first half at all. And Stina will stay on the bench. And it just, to me, that is bad management, because you can't take one striker off one week who didn't have much impact in the game, even though they played quite well, with one this week who's had less impact and hasn't played very well at all. I don't think Russo has today. But I guarantee she'll be out again for the second half. Absolutely, she will. Greg says, so frustrating, should be creating better chances. Yeah, we should be, absolutely. With the possession that we've had, we absolutely should be. It's not that we're playing badly. It's just that final ball again, isn't it? The final part of the attack. And it's the same that's been happening time after time after time this season. It's not a new thing, is it? It's not like we haven't said this before, like a million times. Anyway, Daniel says shooting and chipping practice from distance and getting our passes to attackers for them to shoot in one strike. So, but I'm sure they work on that in training. They do, of course they do. But I say it's totally different scenarios when you've got defenders in front of you, lined up in front of you, who are going to trying to stop you from doing all them type of things. And we need to find a way to deal with that situation better. And we haven't done it all season. It's not just a thing now, is it? It's not just in this game. It's been a theme, hasn't it, for a long time now. And it doesn't seem to be improving or changing. We are playing well. I wouldn't. You don't look at the performance and, oh God, aren't we playing badly? No, we're playing pretty well. But it's just that final bit, isn't it? The final decision making. Is it quite where it should be? No, I don't think it is. We're making the wrong choices. Carla says there, yes, but it should be fixed during pre-season, not now. We didn't really have a pre-season, to be fair, did we, because of the World Cup. So it couldn't really be fixed then, could it? But it needs to be worked on constantly. And it's not improved all the way through the season, has it? So I don't know what's going on. I'm sure they are working on these things. I'm sure they're doing all these things in training. But I say training is different to a match, isn't it? They're not able to do it for whatever reason. LG says, why waste another season with this fraud of a manager? Well, I'm kind of starting to agree with you. But I do think if we win, the cup next week, I think he'll get another season. Two seasons, 2 cups, Champions League semi-final, and runners up in the league. I think he'll get another season if we win the cup. Greg says, to score goals, they have to shoot the ball towards the other team's net. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that seems pretty basic, doesn't it? But you're absolutely right. We haven't done that enough, have we? Greg says, Russo hasn't done anything because no chances created for the midfield. No, I'm not disagreeing with you, but the same thing happened to Stina last week at Chelsea, and he hooked her off at half time. It wasn't Stina's fault. She was working her socks off last week to try to make something happen. She got no service whatsoever, and he took her off. And if he's consistent, he'd take Russo off in this game and bring Stina on, but he won't. He won't, because he's not picking players on form, is he? He's not picking players on their ability. He's picking, I don't know what he's doing. But I agree with you. Russo hasn't had any service. Although I don't think she's held the ball up particularly well, which is normally her strength. You know, she's not dropping deep to get the ball. She's not going wide in, you know, where she would normally do. And is she being told not to? But then her movement in and around the box hasn't been good enough. So she's not played well enough. She hasn't had any chances. But when you're a striker, sometimes you've got to work a little bit harder to get something, haven't you? And I would be happy if she'd done that, as I was with Stina last week. But he still took Stina off. So let's see. Rajendra says, we got a lot of dead ball and we are not effective. I would expect Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea to score from these dead ball situations. Yeah, we've had a lot of corners. But yeah. Bongo Guna says, come on, you Gunners, indeed. Donkey says, Russo would be more effective if she played off Stina, can still come inside out. Well, no, exactly, yeah, but why isn't it happening? I don't know. Anna says, I actually liked Jonas, but now I'm questioning. I mean, I was the same. I still do like Jonas, but I am starting to question now, what is he doing? What is he doing with this group of players to be producing performances like this too regularly? I don't know. Donkey says, look how isolated Russo is. Yeah, look how isolated Stina was last week, and he took her off. He didn't try and change that by making her less isolated. He just took her off. He won't do that with Russo. He won't. Hada says, at this time, nothing to win. Well, we'll see what happens. Gabriel says, doesn't make sense you're hating on Jonas, but if he wins a cup, people will say he's a good manager. I think winning a cup will give him more time. And I still think that winning a cup 2 seasons running is difficult to do. It doesn't happen very often. You know, it's a difficult thing to do. And I think that he needs credit for that. Does that make him a brilliant manager? No. But if he can win us a cup next week, I'm sure he'll be happy. LG says, we are 5th on shots on target in the league this season. Chelsea, City, Man United and Tottenham, of all teams, have had more shots on target than us. Yeah, but we're still 3rd in the league. So we're picking up enough points to be higher in the league than 2 of those teams. So having lots of shots on goal, if you don't score them, isn't necessarily... you know, the answer, but obviously the way we're playing at the minute isn't the answer, is it? Munian says, Jonas's tactics are really good and not good enough with the talent we have at his disposal. No, really not good enough. No, I agree. Anna says, I'm a massive supporter of Russo, but I do agree with you. No, I love Russo. Don't get me wrong. I think Russo is a great player, a brilliant player. I was excited that we signed her, and I think she's had a pretty good season, but Stina got hooked off at half time last week, and I thought Stina played better in the first half last week than Leslie played in that first half. I personally wouldn't take Russo off. Basing it on last week, he should do, because that's consistent, isn't it? I don't think you should take her off. I'd play them both together. I would take off maybe, although Frida's played all right, she's made some good runs. I'd maybe take her off and bring Stina on and play them both. But we'll see. Redendra says there, Marnham also was not effective so far. Kim is the only one showing some prowess. Yeah, Kim's playing quite well. I think Emily Fox is playing well. Hada says, bring back Joe. No, we're not going to bring back Joe. Lawrence is where I say to him, my friend, good to see you. He says, Eisveld is not good enough as a coach for this group. He has got all the players, but they can't play together. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue with that. That is 100% correct. You're right. And yeah, that's where we are. Carlos says Jonas looks more confused than us. That's the problem. He's always got that kind of confused look on his face, hasn't he? But he's got a nice jacket, so that's fine. Rajendra says Jonas needs advice from our best manager. What, from Vic Akers? I'm sure he'll take some advice from Vic Akers. He should do, shouldn't he? Cornish Gooner says Russo can find Sting and they work well together. No, exactly, they do. They do work well together. So why doesn't he play them together more? That's yeah. Anyway, LG says we used to not lose to mid-table or lower teams, but it's become a habit under this manager. It all started at Birmingham 2 seasons ago. Yeah, it did. Yeah, we mentioned that on the show the other night actually about that. We are now. I mean, we haven't lost this game yet. We were 1-0 down at the Emirates against Villa. We turned it around and won. So we haven't lost this game yet. So let's bear that in mind. But yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. We never used to lose these type of games, and we are now. Little Cubby says, "Bring back Vic." Yeah, it would. Well, I don't know if he'd want to come back, but he certainly should be doing maybe more with this group of players behind the scenes and getting involved more, shouldn't he? With all his expertise and his knowledge. But sometimes it's like Man United with Alex Ferguson, isn't it? Sometimes you've got to take a back step and you've got to let the club move on and move forward. And maybe that wouldn't be the right thing to do with it, although his experience would be really important and useful. I'm not sure if it's the right move. It undermines the current manager and stuff, doesn't it, a little bit, I think. And I think Man United have struggled with that since Alex Ferguson's gone. Gregory says, constantly changing the starting lineup doesn't give players a chance to learn each other's playing styles and become a team. Yeah, that is true. It's relationships, isn't it? It's relationships in the team. And I know sometimes there's been injuries and some of the changes have had to be made. But yeah, you're right. It's about relationships in the team, isn't it? Players that are used to playing together, building that confidence in each other and a trust. And yeah, that needs to be something that we've got to do better. Greg says it should play the team at 2x strength. Steiner up front, Russo 3 while behind. Yeah, exactly. We know this. We keep saying it, but it doesn't happen, does it? Cornish Gooner says, not the like button, people. 84 here and 30 likes. Is it? Well, let's get that like button up. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Let's get the likes up. If it's only 30, we need to get to at least 50, don't we? Come on. That's why we're losing the game, you see. You're not giving us enough likes. And it says, I think Arsenal will do better in the second half. Well, I hope you're right, and honestly, I hope and pray that you're right, and we can't do any worse, let's be honest. We're losing the game. Gabriel says, somehow losing to Aston Villa. Well, we are at the moment, but it's still time. Rajendra says, we need England's manager next. That would be good, wouldn't it? That would be good, actually. I would definitely take Serena at Arsenal, but that's not going to happen yet, is it? Brooksy Bell says, I just like good stuff. Thank you very much. We need a few more now, don't we? So get that on the like. Come on, there's nearly 90 people watching. If you all give us a like, if you haven't done so already, we'll get them likes up. Second half, we'll do what we did at Leicester and we'll score 6 goals, won't we? LG says, if he doesn't win the cup next week, then what? Well, I would say if he doesn't win the cup next week, at the end of the season, he goes. That's what will happen. And if he does win the cup, there's every chance that he'll be given another season. So I think that's nothing will happen next week, win or lose, necessarily. They won't sack him next week if we lose. But if we win, he gets another season. If we lose, I think at the end of the season, he'll be gone. That's what I think is going to happen. But I want us to win the cup, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I mean, he might win the cup and he might move on anyway. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's where we are. Russ is with us. Hey there, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Not a great first half, was it? Let's be honest. We played okay, but playing okay is not enough, is it? You've got to win these games. It is only half time, and we've come back from worse than this, haven't we? Donkey says, any more updates on the Van Domselaar links? It's frightening that we have faced less shots than Chelsea or City, but only have 4 clean sheets. Yeah, you're right. And I don't think the clean sheets issue is just down to the goalkeeper. Yes, the goalkeeper's made mistakes. We know Manu has not been at her best and probably past her best. So, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that the Van Domselaar rumours are true because I think she's a great goalkeeper. But let's wait and see what happens at the end of the season. Gregory says it could be pre-cup jitters. Well, I mean, it could be. But they should be beyond that, shouldn't they? We should be experienced enough not to have to go through that, really. Lucky says, if we don't turn this game around, we're actually in the mud. Well, yeah, you're right. I agree. 100% we are. Greg says Viv and Bev still have a good relationship, even have a dog. Yeah, they do. Yeah, but unfortunately, Viv's injured, and Bev still isn't 100% back to her best, is she? And they can be great and have a dog, but we need them on the pitch together. Anyway, they're showing Stina at half time. She's still got a coat on, so I don't know like she's coming on because Jonas doesn't. I don't know what he's doing. Gabrielle says, no, I think he should go regardless if he wins next week because he gets a perfect ending. Yeah, but they're not going to make the change next week anyway, are they? Win or lose, we won't be getting rid of our manager next week. It'll wait till the end of the season now, and he may well be gone. Cornish Girl says, I hope they get the socks sorted and double checks before the final. I'm pretty sure they will. I can't see us turning up to the cup final with white socks, but we'll see. Carla says, Arsenal should think on long-term decisions. Otherwise, we won't ever be in a position of winning big things as this team deserves. Yeah, absolutely. We need to get it right. Hada says, he's going to learn from day one, but nothing has changed. The teams are back out on the pitch, by the way. Let's see if there's any substitutions. Chloe Lacasse is still there. Beth Mead is still there. So maybe not. Rajendra says, we got 3 international goalkeepers and they are not good enough. And the defence is not working together when we're in the opposition half. Well, yeah, we've got 3 international goalkeepers, yeah, and they're not good enough. You're right, not really. They're all like good number 2s, aren't they? Oh, yeah, Russo is still out there. See, I told you he wouldn't take her off at half-time. I told you he wouldn't. He hasn't even brought Stina on either. He's an idiot. Yeah, he's an absolute idiot, honestly. I don't know what he's doing. Carla says, come on, you gunners, indeed. Come on, let's turn this around in the second half. Look, there's plenty of time, right? Aston Villa aren't in the greatest of form. We should be good enough to turn this around in the second half, shouldn't we? So let's do it. Let's stop making excuses here and let's get this job done. He's made no changes at half-time, by the way. And I remember the game at Leicester where we were 2-0 down and we all thought he's going to make 3 or 4 changes. He didn't. And we ended up coming out and winning 6-2. So let's see what happens here. LG says, we all thought Sabrina would be the answer when she came. What happened? The Man United game happened, isn't it? When she kicked that ball into her own net, pretty much. And I don't think she's ever recovered from that. And I don't think Jonas trusts her now enough after that either. Bootsy Bell says, McCabe and Lacasse don't seem to link up well. Not sure why. Seems Katie passes it back a lot rather than up the wing when Chloe's playing. That's something I'll look out for that a bit more. I haven't really noticed that, but yeah, maybe you're right. But James, Aston Villa are playing well. They're defending well. Yeah, they are, yeah. Gabrielle says, lose to Aston Villa to give Chelsea a full sense of security is part of the plan. Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. We shall see. Anyway, we are back up and underway in the second half. Cornish Guna says, if it's done anything to inspire the team, then we should be able to see it in the next 10 minutes. Absolutely. Anyway, we're back out, off and underway. We are straight away on the front foot attacking. Katie McCabe on his near side finds Beth Mead on the left again. Which is how we finished the first half, isn't it? Lotta Wuben-White plays it back to Leah Williamson. And now it's back with Katie McCabe on his near side, Arsenal's left. We are now attacking the goal to our left, which is the whole end at Aston Villa. Leah Williamson now tries to thread the ball through. Nice link-up play. Russo there holds it up well this time on the edge of the box. Threads the ball through to Chloe Lacasse. Oh, why didn't she shoot? It's gone right across the box. Beth Mead plays it back in. And then it's cleared away. Oh, why did Chloe Lacasse shoot there? She got the goal, didn't she, to put us back in it against Leicester. She had a big chance there. It was a well-worked move, actually. And Chloe Lacasse inside the box. Why didn't she go for goal? We've got Jules with us there. The same problem to United manager is bad. Arsenal, better players, but not working. Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely. You know, Arsenal are coming forward at the start of this second half. We've got a corner straight away here. It has been a bright start to the second half, but we need a goal. And let's see if he has managed to inspire the players. As Cornish Guru questioned before, we're about to find out. Donkey says he's in charge. No player can demand minutes at Arsenal, either you perform or bench the way it should be. Absolutely no, it's performances, isn't it? You know, that cross comes in, it's flicked on by an Aston Villa defender. Lots of Wilden-Moy gets out the far post, but she can't flick it towards goal. Villa clear it away as far as Emily Fox. And she thought about a shot. Instead, she played it back to captain Kim Little. Now it's with Vicky Palova. She lines up across towards the penalty spot. It's flicked on towards the far post, pulled back. Nobody read it. You see, that's where Stina would be. That is where Stina would be. Russo's not in the right position. Chloe Lacasse didn't read it quickly enough either. And that's where you need Steen. A really good play that was from Beth Mead. Pulled the ball back. That's where you want your striker to be, attacking that area. She wasn't. And Villa have cleared it away. I think we'll be winning this game if Steen was playing. Honestly, I do. With the opportunities that we've had, we're coming forward now on that far side. Emily Fox's cross is deflected. And Villa can clear it away. Carla says Russo is not a 9. No, she's not a 9. I agree. Alana says get Steiner on. Indeed, he should have brought Steiner on at half time, shouldn't he? And he didn't, and he hasn't. And should have been in that position there. Whether she'd have scored or not, I'm not necessarily saying that, but she would have been there in that position to get on the end of that cross and get a shot away. Rajendra says, now that was a training ground move. Well, it was, yeah, but where was the finish? The training ground move is your striker's there to finish it off or get a shot away at least. As Joel says there, Fox not play the same in EU. Does that mean I don't know what that is, Champions League maybe? Donkey says maybe Steen killed his pet or something. He seems to have a vendetta against her. He does. All that work she did last season as well. When we had all those injuries, she was scoring big goals in big games week after week after week. Yeah. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again over on that far side. We played like this in the first half and it didn't lead us anywhere. So we need to be a little bit more ruthless. And that early opportunity for Chloe Lacasse, Wayne Francis says Stina is a Aubameyang, Russo is a Jesus. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. I agree. Anyway, that's gone all the way across. Is it going to be a corner to Arsenal? It is it? No, it's a goal kick. I thought I may have got a deflection, that ball through. But it wasn't. I'm sure Carla Ward must have a touchline bag because she's up in the top in the director's box in the second half as well. So it's not out of choice, I don't think, with a walkie-talkie. Seems to be working for them, though, doesn't it? They're winning this game without her on a touchline. So that's a bit of a worry for the manager, isn't it? Aston Villa in again here. It is Emily Salmon who scored the goal inside the Arsenal penalty. Pulls it back to Rachel Daly. Oh, she's got a better touch. We might have been in trouble, but Leah Williamson was there. And now Arsenal maybe can score on a counter-attack, which would be unusual for this game because we've dominated so much of it. But that counter-attack has come to nothing there. Frida and Katie McCabe didn't really make the most of it. Anyway, Chloe Lacasse now back over on this left-hand side. Plays the ball back again to Katie McCabe. Katie McCabe looks for a cross instead. Plays it back to Lotta Woburn-Moy. It's played out to that far side to Emily Fox. Now it's with Beth Mead, plays it in field. Kim Little on the edge of the penalty area. Oh, that's not a great ball there, is it? And again, Villa are going to clear the ball away, or they should do. And they do. And it is a throw to Arsenal. Lawrence says, I think we need better coaching staff. This season, their set pieces have been poor. Kim and Palova just don't shoot enough in the middle. No, you're right, absolutely. Wayne says, Carla has a bugger. She doesn't want to give it to any of the players. They said, oh, right, okay. Well, there you go. So she wasn't even in the changing room then. Wow. Okay. Anyway, Lotta Woburn-Moy now in possession for Arsenal. Dinks the ball over the top. Oh, it was a good ball as well, looking for the run of Vicky Palova. But Villa do manage to clear that away. And they have defended well, Villa, but that's not really a reason, is it? Arsenal should be doing much better than this. Arsenal coming forward again now. Emily Fox, who's probably been our best player in this game, actually, Emily Fox. She's been brilliant over on that far side, the right-hand side for Arsenal. Vicky Palova now. She said, not all right game as well. This is better from Arsenal. Beth Mead inside the penalty. Oh, she was fouled. Surely that's a foul, ref. Oh, she's given a free kick to Villa. Surely Beth Mead was caught there. It wasn't in the box. It was just on the outside. I think it was Rachel Daly. It was. Beth looks bemused, and I'm bemused as well. She did really well there, Beth Mead. And then she got to the edge of the penalty area. Surely she's caught her. It's outside the box. It's not a penalty. It's a free kick. How's the ref not given that? She's caught her foot. That's clearly a foul. Deary me. That is ridiculous. Anyway, Andreas said, "Dear my friend, hope you're well." He says, if we lose the final and home match v Bristol, will Jonas be sacked or will they wait until we finish fifth at the end of the season? We're not going to finish fifth, are we? But I think they'll wait till the end of the season, regardless. But anyway, let's see. I'm pretty sure we're not going to lose to Bristol at home. I don't even think we'll lose a cup final. Anyway, we're coming forward again. Russo again. She's just not had any impact on this game at all, has she? and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Katie McCabe is going to take in line with the Villa penalty area. She took her time. Good movement actually from Beth Mead. Can she get a cross in? No, she can't, because it's into the arms of the Aston Villa goalkeeper, Anna Lee. We've played 52.5 minutes. And it is still Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. And yes, we've played okay in the second half. We pretty much played okay in the first half. It just wasn't going to we didn't look like we were going to get enough goals. That's still the case in Villa, trying to play it out from the back. And Jordan Nobbs all caught in possession. Oh, it's come to Russo. This must be a chance for Arsenal. Russo shot, it's saved. Comes back out to Vicky Palova. And it's in. Arsenal have equalised. Vicky Palova with the goal. She doesn't score enough, but she's done it this time. Russo should have scored. It was saved. It's come back out. And Vicky Palova has put it in. And Arsenal are level. It was Jordan Nobbs who gave the ball away. Well, she was caught in possession, actually. And Villa trying to play it out there. She was caught in possession there, Jordan Nobbs. And it was Russo there inside the penalty area. Good save by the keeper. Came back to Palova. That's a good finish, actually, from Vicky Palova, because it wasn't an easy chance. It really was not an easy chance. And it was good. It was good finish, actually, there. It bounced in front of her nicely. That's a good finish. And finally, Arsenal get level. And are we going to build on this? That is the thing. Miss Pinksock says, goal indeed. Gabrielle says, let's go. Greg says, let's go for the throat. Well done, Palova. Wayne says, 1-1, Palova indeed. Rajandra finally 1-1. Anyway, Arsenal have got the goal. And Carla says, get in indeed. And it is 1-1. 1-1 still not enough, is it? But it's better. At least we finally had some cutting edge in this game, and we've got it back to 1-1. Miss Pinksock says, great shot by Vicky. It was. Rajendra says, hopefully more goals from Palova. Yeah, it'd be nice. Rajendra says, Vicky. Donkey says, Palova turned into Iniesta there with a dribble. Yeah, she did indeed. Greg says, a little bit of hope. Well, yeah, more than hope now, isn't there? Cornish Greener says, thanks, Jordan. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it was Jordan Nobbs' mistake. And it led to Arsenal going. Arsenal coming forward again. Vicky Palova now on the run. Look at this great play there. And she's managed to touch the ball off Katie McCabe. Going to go around the outside. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in. The header comes in from Alessia Russo straight into the arms of goalkeeper Anna Leet. And it remains 1-1. But this is better from Arsenal. It's a good response in this second half. And we are on top. Wayne says there, she comes from Amsterdam. She is an Arsenal fan. Palova. Herman says, I told you Palova should score more. I think she listened to me. Yeah, maybe she did. Anna says, one more and a win for Arsenal, please. Yeah, but what a few more would do, wouldn't it? But anyway, we need to get ourselves in front first. And Villa have defended pretty well for the most part, but we forced a mistake and we made them pay. And it was a good goal in the end from Vicky Palova. And that's only, I think, is it her third or fourth goal for Arsenal? That's the one thing. She doesn't score enough goals, does she? But she's a great player. She had a brilliant season. And good to see her getting on the end of an opportunity there and sticking it away. Donkey says, if Jonas doesn't give me my Stina fix in the next 10 minutes, he should be sacked. I kind of agree with you. She should be playing. There's no question about that. Anyway, Jordan Nobbs again picks the ball up on the edge of her own penalty area. And again, it's given away. Emily Fox picks it up one over on that far side. And then in the end, Maz Pichetto wins it back. It is a throw to Arsenal. Thingy Jonas ain't going to change it now, is he? Because he'll think that the faith he's shown in this team's paid off because we've got the goal. Even though it's not enough. Anyway, there's a foul there by Vicky Palova, the Arsenal goal scorer, and halfway on Adriana Leon. It's going to be a free kick to Aston Villa. Beth, she's got a little bit of an injury there, but she's back on her feet again. She's made of stern stuff, isn't she, Beth Mead? And she's looked a little bit of pain, but she's back up and running again. And it is a free kick though to Villa on halfway, which they've taken, and Arsenal straight away putting the pressure on. Rajendra says, I can't understand why Stina is not playing. Is she injured? No, she's not injured, no. It's a Jonas issue, that, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure she's going to come on if it stays at 1-1 because he'll want to try and win the game. Anyway, Kim Little now plays the ball forward to Katie McCabe. Now it's with Chloe Lacasse on this near side. She had a decent game, Chloe Lacasse. Kim Little plays it out to that far side. Emily Fox again. Oh, that wasn't a great ball that time. Ergon says, I think it's so hard to tell whether the team is moving forward or not. Even if we win a game, it always seems like we're not in touch. Yeah, you're right. It seems to be one step forward, two steps back, doesn't it? You know, we have a couple of good performances and then we'll have a really poor performances. And that is the problem, is that is the issue that we've got. And just showing that goal again, actually, it was a decent finish because it would have been quite hard to control that shot when it came back to her. And she's controlled it really well. And it was a good finish, actually. Didn't look like she hit it as cleanly as maybe she intended to, but sometimes they're the ones that go in, aren't they? Anyway, Leah Williamson now inside the centre circle, plays the ball forward. Nice turn there. This is good play from Arsenal. Touched off there by Frida Mine across to the far post. Beth's coming in, but the goalkeeper's there. Good goalkeeping that was there from Annalise, but this is much better from Arsenal. Lawrence says there, what's shocking is how all of a sudden Russo seems to be a shadow of herself. She seems to have left her shooting boots at Man United. She missed too many one-on-one opportunities. No, you're right, I agree with her. Regina says this season she would have moved to be a top striker if she was given more time. She had improved from when she first came. Yeah, maybe. Wayne says brilliant passage of play. No, we played some good stuff. Kevin says Kevin Collins YouTube. Oh, okay, you're on YouTube, right? Good stuff. George says Karma Russo. No, the same as last season. Well, I don't know. She's certainly scoring the goals, about as many goals as she did for Man United, isn't she? So it's not like she's suddenly scored a load more when you kind of expected her to, really. Anyway, Emily Fox now bringing it forward for Arsenal. And it's a good ball. Finds Chloe Lacasse on this near side. Now she links up with Katie McCabe, touches it back to Lotta Woober-Moy. Links it all out to that far side. And again, Arsenal put Villa under pressure, but too much pressure. Beth Mead commits the foul on Maz Pichetto. It is going to be a free kick to Aston Villa. Very distinctive with a long ponytail, isn't she? Maz Pichetto over on that far side. It is a free kick to Aston Villa. And it played back to goalkeeper and Elite. And now Villa trying to come forward themselves. We played 60 minutes. That's a long ball forward looking for Rachel Daly. It was flicked on actually by Ebony Summer, but Lotta Woober-Moy's across. Good defending there. Nice ball as well, actually. It finds Kim Little. And can Arsenal score on a counter-attack or create an opportunity? No, they can't because Stina can't find... Alessia Russo can't find Chloe Lacasse on this near side. And Aston Villa are going to be making a substitution very, very shortly. Be the first change of the day. The substitute there is getting some instructions there on the bench for Aston Villa. And they've got another throw. There you go. You're talking about Stina. Oh, right. No, I agree about Stina. Yeah, no, I think she's a top striker anyway. I don't think she needs to prove anything to anybody. Anna says Russo might not be playing as well as she normally plays, way better at Arsenal. Well, yeah, she's been playing well, but I don't think today she had a great game, particularly. Anyway, Beth Mead over on that far side. Playing that Emily Fox. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in towards the near post. Headed away again, though, by Aston Villa. Again, I think it was Danielle Turner. She had a decent game at the back for Villa, actually. Anyway, Katie McCabe finds Frida Marnham. Gets it back. Katie McCabe, it came off the Villa defender. And now Kim Little dinks it out to that far side. Leah Williamson it is. Spreads the ball through. It's touched on. Vicky Plover again's getting into the box, but good defending again from Danielle Turner. Is going to be a throw to Arsenal. The pressure's mounting. 62 minutes on the clock. Herman says Stina will score a brace. Well, yes, you might well score a brace. We'll see. She needs to be on the pitch first, though, doesn't she, to score at all? Anyway, Kim Little now bringing it forward for Arsenal. Now it's with Katie McCabe. Plays out this near side to Chloe Lacasse. Goes around the outside. Can she get across in? Chloe Lacasse, she pulls it back towards the penalty spot. Cleared away again, though, by Aston Villa. And Arsenal can't quite get the second goal to get ourselves in front. A bit like the first half. We're dominating possession, but we're not really creating a lot, are we? Oh, nice play there from Leah Williamson. Plays the ball square, though, to Lotta Wubermoy. Katie McCabe puts a cross in. It's a decent cross, but actually headed out quite comfortably in the end. Again, by Daniel Turner, but Arsenal picked the ball up. This is good play. A shot on the almost a shot. It was cleared away, and then Russo comes in, and again Villa block it and clear it away. It's out to that far side. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. 63 minutes played. The pressure is mounting, but we still need another goal at least, don't we, if we're going to win this game. Emily Fox again on that far side. This is nice play. Beth Mead, a little bit of space just inside the penalty. Beth Mead plays it back to Frida Marnham. Is this the moment? Oh, it's hit the post. A rebound over the top from Russo. And somehow Aston Villa survive again. It was Frida Marnham's effort. Hit the post, inside of the post. It came back to Russo. Surely Russo should be scoring that. Let's have a look at the replay. Beth Mead did well. Frida's shot. It's a decent effort. Oh, she was stretching a bit there. Russo couldn't turn it into the goal. And Arsenal are making two changes here. Anyway, Aston Villa making a change first. Maz Pichetto's going off and Rachel Coulsey is coming on. And Arsenal are making two changes. It's the two Australians coming on. Steph Catley and Caitlin Ford. Why is he not bringing Stina on? Why is he not bringing Stina on when we need a goal? So anyway, Caitlin Ford's coming on. You're guessing it's going to be for Chloe Lacasse. In fact, it's not. It's for... Oh, no, Katie McCabe's going off for Steph Catley. You'd assume it must be Chloe Lacasse that's gone off for Caitlin Ford. So we've changed our entire left-hand side. And he hasn't decided to bring on Stina. And it's 1-1. And she's our top scorer. Chili It's Me says, hope Beth scores. Well, I hope anybody scores. That will do, won't it? Donkey says, my God, he's making changes, but no Stina. I agree. What's he doing? Wayne says, wow. Kevin's trying to promote his channel, mate. Honestly, don't do that because I was going to block you. You know, you got your show on. That's great. Well, carry on with your show and stop bugging us here. That's not what we're about. Bongo Guna says, Stina. Indeed. Rajendra says the Aussie girls are coming. Oh, they are, but we need Stina to come on. Herman says maybe he had a fight with her. Maybe he did. I don't know. Something's going on. We need to score, and he makes defensive change as well. He makes a defensive change. Yeah, crazy. Not sure what's going on. It was Chloe Lacasse that went off. She did all right, Chloe Lacasse. I thought she played quite well. But yeah, anyway, they're the changes he's made. With 25 minutes to play, why aren't you bringing on Stina, Jonas? What are you doing? Honestly, I don't know what you're doing, mate. Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward again. Are we going to get the goal? It's Frida Marnham. That's a great ball. Caitlin Ford, her first touch, builds it across. Oh, it was Emily Fox, was it? Comes in, it's deflected. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. In fact, it was Vicky Plough with her first effort. And she couldn't quite get on the end of it. And in the end, it was Emily Fox came in at the far post and her shot was deflected wide. Lucy says, we can only hope Jonas is saving Stina for a full 90 minutes against Chelsea. You think? Come on. That's not happening, is it? That's not happening at all. Anyway, we've got a corner. And over on that far side, which Steph Catley is going to take. She's just come on. It's not a bad delivery, actually. It's headed out the way. So when it comes to Frida in the box, Frida's shot's blocked. Comes back out again to Steph Catley. The cross comes in towards the 6 yard. What's a free header? Tips over the bar. Lotta Wubermoy should have scored. It was a decent enough header, but it was too close to the goalkeeper, Anna Lee, who pushed it over the crossbar. Lovely cross that was there. And the header was too straight. It was too straight, the header. And it was a decent enough save, but it's straight at the goalkeeper, really, isn't it? Anyway. Let's see. That corner's headed out. Cross comes back in again, and this time the goalkeeper's there. Donkey says Marnham missed the sitter. Wayne says it's just not going in for the winner. Not yet, it's not, no. Bongo Gorilla says, Rich, when we get a clock on your vid, we need to know the time so we can start to panic at the right time. Well, at the minute, I think I don't want to have a time because we would all panic, but it's actually 67.5 minutes. Oh, there's a chance here inside the box. Surely we're going to score. Frida puts it over the bar. Oh, my word. How on earth has she missed that? The chances are coming, and you think, wouldn't you, for us to, the chances that we're having, maybe if we had a goal scorer in the squad somewhere that, scored about 14 goals this season, that's what we're lacking, isn't it? I can't think why we're missing chances. I mean, that just went over the bar, but even so, come on. Anyway, we're coming forward again. Another shot from distance, and it's a good save. That was Frida. Was that Frida Marnham again? Actually, no, it wasn't. That was Beth Mead. She apologises for not passing, but it's a shot on target, mate. Mitch Pinksock says Stina would have nailed that. Absolutely, she would have done. Yeah, she really would have done. Wayne says we have to win this game. Absolutely, yeah, we do have to absolutely win it. Yeah. Anyway, Arsenal now in possession again. Leah Williamson thinks a ball up this near side. Not a great ball. Looking for Steph Catley, and William cleared it away. But that's not great play from them. And Lotta Woober-Moy steps in. And we've played 68 minutes, 69 minutes actually. Still no sign of Stina. Vicky Palovo, the Arsenal goal scorer, coming forward on the edge of the box. She's going to try a shot. Frida Marnham again. Oh, it's a weak effort. Russo's in. Surely she was fouled. Referee says no again. And that one would have been a penalty. I think Russo had overrun it a little bit. But anyway, it looked like she was fouled. Arsenal still in possession. Beth Mead dinks the ball into the box. Comes to Frida Marnham again. Steph Catley's going to try a shot, is she? No. Plays it to Caitlin Ford on this near side. The pressure's mounting, but is it going to lead to a second goal for Arsenal? Russo inside the box, touches it off. Kim Little shot straight at the goalkeeper. And it's a good save from Anna Leet, who's done quite well, the Villa goalkeeper. Wayne says, this is insanity. It is insanity, mate. Absolutely it is. And we've had some chances in this second half. You have to say it's been a much better performance. We said, didn't we, at half time, or actually it wasn't me, I think it was Greg that said it in the start of the second half, that, see, again, that's a foul on Russo there in the box. That, we wanted to come out for the second half. It was Rachel Daly again. She fouled Beth Mead before and got away with it. Greg says, dead cert penalty. What's wrong with the referee? That is a dead cert penalty, that one, yeah. She tripped her up. How can you not give that as a penalty? It's ridiculous. It's a lovely touch there. Look, takes it away from her. That is the clearest penalty you'll ever see in your entire life. That is unbelievable stuff there. Well done, ref. I think the ref's saying to Russo she didn't see it. Well, no, fair enough. What's the linesman doing? What is the linesman doing? Surely he's got to, hasn't he? Miss Pinksock says Villa has a 12th player. Oh, finally, Stina's coming on. Finally, well done, Jonas. 20 minutes to play, you absolute clown. Anyway, Frida Marnham's going off. That decision should have been made 15 minutes ago. We'd be winning this game because Stina would have scored that chance that Frida just missed. Rajendra says, finally, Stina. Carla says, here comes Stina. Rajendra for Marnham. Indeed, yeah, it is, yeah, for Marnham. That's the right decision. Marnham, we wondering how she missed that chance, won't she? There, just a minute ago. Miss Pinksock says Stina coming in. Indeed, she is. We should have had a penalty. We definitely should have had a penalty there. And it seems as though the referees and everybody else is just desperate for Chelsea to win the league this year. When you saw that goal that West Ham got disallowed today against Chelsea when it was 1-0, and then obviously we don't get penalties. Clearly, they want Emma Hayes to end the Chelsea career with a league title, don't they? They're doing everything they can to help her. But we helped her ourselves last week, didn't we? Chili says, who's coming off? It is Frida Marnham's gone off. Stina's on. And let's see Stina get the winner now. And if I was her, I'll be running straight over to Jonas and celebrating in front of his face and saying, that's why you should be starting me. Anyway, let's see if that'll happen. Lots of Woober-Moy plays the ball forward here. Emily Fox, who's been good today for Arsenal, probably our best player. This is a good move, actually. Vicky Palova, Beth Mead over on that far side option to get the ball into the box. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Stina is on. She needs better service than that. Little Cubby says, wouldn't it be fantastic if Stina scored? If Stina scores a hat trick, right, and next week he leaves her on the bench in a cup final, we should all just run on the pitch and tell Jonas he's an idiot. Anyway, even if she scores the winning goal here, she won't start next week. I bet you. I guarantee he won't start next week, even if she scores a winning goal here. Anyway, also coming forward now, Alessia Russo couldn't quite get on that. And now with 2 strikers on, potentially we should get some opportunities here. But let's see what happens. There is 18 minutes to play. And Villa trying to come forward over on that far side. MD says, why should they keep passing to the keeper? Well, I don't think that's the intention, is it? But it seems to be, doesn't it? Alana says, thank God Stina is on. Russo plus Stina. Do you know exactly? Yeah, I'm glad to see that. Oh, that's a poor kick out from the goalkeeper. Beth Mead chips it back in. Caitlin falls there, surely. Oh, good save from the keeper again. But Caitlin Falls should score that there. That was a decent enough save. But again, the finish lacked conviction. It was a poor clearance, actually. Beth Mead chips it over there. What a ball that is. What vision. And it's a decent enough effort, but it's too straight. It is too straight. Alana says, no, indeed. She should score that, Caitlin Ford. It is a corner to Arsenal. And somehow we aren't in front in this game. It's quite amazing that we're not. Steph Catley's corner towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed out by Aston Villa. Shot comes in from Vicky Palova. Oh, that is a good save. That would have been a great effort there from Palova, looking for a second goal there. Miss Pinksock says Lee is playing really well. She is, and that was a great save there, actually, to be fair. The corner was headed out. Vicky Palova's shot. Oh, that was just going to dip under the bar. What a save that is, actually. That's the best save of the lot, you have to say. Anyway, this corner comes in again. The header comes in. Oh, it's just gone wide. Oh, was that Stina's header? I'm not quite sure if it was Stina. Put it wide. And that Vicky Palova shot there. What a goal that would have been. That's a great, wow. You see that in slow motion. That is an incredible save, actually. That is brilliant stuff from the Aston Villa goalkeeper there. What a great save that was. Wow. Alana says, I want to make a poster for Alessia Russo. Any ideas on what I should do for the Conti Cup final? I don't know. Maybe anyone's got any ideas. Lawrence says, is it me or mine on performance this season has been worse than the last 2 seasons? We are making this goalkeeper look amazing. Well, she did make an amazing save just then, to be fair. That was a great save, to be honest. Some of the others have been easy for her. She's still got to keep them out, and she's done well. But, yeah, we have made it a little bit too easy for her on a few occasions. But that save just a moment ago, that was sensational, that. Incredible save. Really, really good. Anyway, also coming forward again, Steph Catley. The pressure is really been mounting on this Villa goal pretty much all in the second half. But so far, it is still 1-1. And Arsenal are dropping some more points as things stand. Anyway, lots of Woobermoy now. Plays the ball across to Leah Williamson. Now it's with Emily Fox. Plays it forward. Vicky Palova there flicks it on, but it's cleared away by Aston Villa again. Villa now coming forward up this near side with Steph Catley. Plays it forward to Leslie Russo. Touches it off to Lotta Woobermoy. That's out to that far side. Leah Williamson. Can Leah Williamson get a cross in? No, she can't. She plays it square instead to Lotta Woobermoy. A little bit of space now for Lotta. Midway inside the Villa half, plays it forward to Steph Catley. Turns and finds Caitlin Ford on this near side. She had a big chance a moment ago. Gets it back. Steph Catley plays it back again to Caitlin Ford. Can Arsenal create something here? Caitlin Ford plays it back to Steph Catley again. Oh, she thought about giving it back, but she was forced the other way. Now it's back with Lotta Woobermoy. Now it's with Leah Williamson. It's back with Lotta Woobermoy again. Plays up this near side. Leslie Russo. Okay, to get across in. She does. It's Stina's header. Oh, again, it's too close to the keeper. Another big chance for Arsenal. And that was a lovely cross there. Again, the link up between Russo and Stina. That is going to be key. And again, she needed to head it in the corner. Oh, the Alana says, why was the game postponed? Was it because the kit man forgot the socks again and said they got stuck in traffic, but instead had to go back? Yeah, maybe that's what they did. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Anyway, they were stuck in traffic apparently, and that's why it was delayed, and that's why we're still playing, and we've still got 13 minutes to play of normal time, and the chances are starting to mount up, but they've been far too easy for the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Leah Williamson now plays the ball like that far side, but the ball in field there from Beth is cut out. Leah wins it back again. It's been a lot better performance from Leah Williamson today. She hasn't been tested defensively as much as obviously last week, but she's looked a lot more calm and controlled, and she's played well. Lotta Wubermoyne dinks the ball to that far side. Emily Fox plays it forward again inside the box to Vicky Palova. Vicky Palova, can she get a shot away? It's blocked. It's going to come to Steph Catley. Hit it. Hit it. Oh, again, she took too long and it's got blocked. It needs to go first time. Lotta Wubermoyne now plays it forward again. That wasn't a great ball that time. And it's cut out by Rachel Daly. And now Steph Catley again finds Letty Russo. And it's all Arsenal pressure. Emily Fox is going to try a shot. No, she finds Beth Mead again. Plays it back to Leah Williamson. Finds Beth Mead again. Arsenal looking to try and get a bit of a misunderstanding there between Beth and Stina. And Villa again have got the ball. Alana says, who do you think is going to win the Conti Cup final? Well, Arsenal, of course, are going to win, aren't we? We're going to have to. Donkey says Amida's been so poor. I don't know how she's on the pitch gate. We should really give the ball away. It was just a bit of a misunderstanding with Stina didn't make the run she was anticipating. I don't really blame her for that. I don't think she's had a bad game. Anyway, Leah Williamson now coming forward for Arsenal. Plays the ball square to Kim Little. There's still 11 minutes to play. Still time for Arsenal to get this winning goal. Caitlin Ford now on this near side. Can she get the cross in? Caitlin Ford goes around the outside, cuts back inside. Oh, she should have crossed it when she had the chance. Now that chance has gone, but she finds Steph Catley instead. And she's going to find Caitlin Ford again. The two Australians passing to each other. And don't seem to be passing to anybody else. Anyway, Arsenal still in possession. Anyway, the ball's touched off to Leah Williamson. Dinks the ball over the top towards the edge of the penalty. Cleared away again by Aston Villa. Lotta steps in though. She's had a great game, hasn't she? Played out to the far side to Beth Mead. Looking to try and get across and dinks the ball into Stina. Nice touch from Stina. Gets away from one defender, but she can't get away from the second one. And Villa do clear it away. Emily Fox has won it back, but she can't quite keep it in. And Forever Arsenal fan says, Jonas is our Southgate. There's plenty of talent at disposal, but he's wasting it. Yeah, maybe you're right. And Arsenal making another substitution. Kyra Cooney-Cross is going to be coming on very, very shortly. Villa making one first. And it's their goal scorer, Ebony Salmon, who's going off. And it is Georgia Mullets coming on for Aston Villa in the last 10 minutes. And Kyra Cooney-Cross is coming on. You'd imagine it's probably going to be Vicky Palova to go off, but we shall see. It is Vicky Palova's got off. It's her goal that's brought Arsenal level. And she's had a good game, Vicky Palova, but Kyra Cooney-Cross is now on. Never scored for Arsenal, of course, Kyra is. It's going to be her moment. But we shall see. There's 10 minutes to play here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 1. It's a tale of, again, Arsenal deserve to win this game. But how many times have we said that and we haven't won? It's a recurring theme, isn't it? And it's something that has cost us a chance of winning the league. But there is still time to win this game. But let's see. Leah Williamson now over on that far side. Now it's with Lotta Wubermoy again. She's had a decent game, Lotta, again, hasn't she? She's played so well. What a season she's having. Now Arsenal again trying to come forward. Beth Mead does well. Plays the ball in field to Kyra Cooney-Cross. Her first real involvement here. Gets the ball to this near side. Steph Catley plays it back to Lotta Wubermoy again. Thought about a cross. Just touched it off. It's with Kyra Cooney-Cross. Is she going to try and get a cross in? We keep in possession, but we're going sideways and not forwards. Lotta Wubermoy now. Get that ball in the box. Get the ball in the box. Come on. Get it wide and get a cross in. Beth Mead now. She's got Emily Fox outside her, but she comes back in field. Kyra Cooley cross again, dinks the ball to the near side. It's a good ball as well. Steph Catley plays it back to Lotta Wubben-Moy. She does think a crossing. It's not actually a great cross, not a great clearance either. Arsenal pick the ball up again. Emily Fox over on that far side. Kim Little finds Beth Mead. That's nice. Emily Fox, can she get the cross in this time? Emily Fox's ball. It's in the 6-yard box. It must be. It's hit the bar. The rebound's cleared off the line. Incredible stuff. How have Arsenal not scored 3 or 4 goals in the second half? Hit the bar again. Was it Russo? It was. And the rebound came to Steen. That was cleared off the line. Lovely move. Lovely play from Emily Fox. What a ball that is. And it was Alessia Russo's header hit the bar. And Steen couldn't quite get enough power on the rebound. And it's a corner now to Arsenal over on the far side. Steph Catley with it. Played into the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, and again, Villa managed to clear it away. And the goal looks like it's coming, but how many times have we said that this season? Russo now thinks a crossing again to the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in. Oh, it has gone in. It's there. It's Lotta Wubben-Moy. And Arsenal finally get the goal that we've been deserving in this second half. And it's Lotta Wubben-Moy with the header. We finally get a ball into the box and it pays off. It's a good header. It's a good goal. And finally... it is Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 2. The pressure finally pays off. And it is Lotta with the goal. Herman says, perhaps they need a prescription for their glasses. Chile says, get in. Indeed, get in. Bongo Guna says, Lotta. Miss Pinksock says, goal. It was a header into the corner. That's what should have happened before, isn't it? A header into the corner. And that was a really good header from Lotta. And that is her second goal of the season. And it was a good header as well. Back across the keeper where it's come from. And that's where it needs to go. And Arsenal lead 2-1. Wow. Oh, no, there's a break on it for Aston Villa straight away. Over on that far side. Great defending from Leah Williamson there. And she's won the goal kick for Arsenal. Oh, almost a moment there. It was Georgia Mallet was almost in straight away. Lotta says, finally. See, you got the right name, haven't you, Lotta? Lotta's just scored her second goal of the season. Herman says she deserves a Victoria Cross. Let's not get carried away. Regenda says Russo's better at passing into the goal. Exactly, yeah. Little Covey says Lotta runs the country. She does, or maybe she should do, but she certainly got herself a very important goal here for Arsenal in this game today. MD says into the corner instead of straight at the keeper. Exactly, yeah. That's exactly it. That's where we've had 2 or 3 headers, haven't we, that have been too straight. And that one was in the corner. And almost like Lotta had watched them other headers and thought, well, if I get a chance, I'm going to put mine in the corner. And bang, there we go. And it is 2-1 to Arsenal. And 5 minutes to play. And we have turned this game around. We've deserved to win this game. It's been frustrating. We have definitely deserved to win this game. Anyway, the ball's now back with Manu Zinsberg. And that's with Leah Williamson. And the one thing Arsenal don't want to do is concede a stupid goal and throw away all the hard work we've just put in to get ourselves in front. And it's been hard work, a lot of chances, but we've finally done it. And Lotta Wubben-Moy with the goal. Now, Leah Williamson's long ball over the top, headed out by Aston. Not very well, actually. Oh, Steen has suddenly got clear over on that far side. Steen Black-Stennis inside the penalty, cuts inside. This is great. Oh, she slipped over. Oh, she's got back to her feet again. And she scored. It's 3-1. Stina has scored. She fell over and looked like the chance had gone. I don't know what you're celebrating for, Jonas. You should have been starting her from the start of the game. Anyway, Aston Villa are complaining about a handball, and it's Rachel Daly complaining. You got away with giving away a penalty, Daly. So I don't know what you're moaning about, mate. It was a poor headed clearance first. Actually, it might well have been offside, to be fair. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Stina running on goal, cut inside. She slipped over actually, and got up and then fired it in. It's a strange goal, one of the strangest goals you will ever see. And she was just about to shoot. She slipped over. Did the ball hit her arm? It may well have done. Well, Aston Villa will appeal in. Stina just fired it in. It is 3-1, and I do think it did hit her arm. Quite honestly, there. It probably was a handball, but she wasn't going to hang about and just drilled it in. And to be fair, Aston Villa have got away with a couple of penalties today. So it's just tough luck, isn't it? It is 3-1 to Arsenal, 87 minutes. MD says, well deserved. Miss Pinksoff says, Stina, yes. And we've got a lot of comments coming in now. Lucy says, knew we'd see a Stina special. What about a Stina special? It was a Stina goal. Rachel Daly got booked for a complaining. What about the penalty you gave away, Rach? Come on, mate. Do you know what I mean? Rajendra says, also, I did it all right, but we don't care. We should have had 2 penalties. Well, certainly one. Chili said, she got up and said, I have unfinished business here. Exactly. That's exactly what she did do. Lotta says, so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy as well. We've won this game. Forever Arsenal fan says, never in doubt. Well, it was in doubt for quite a long time, wasn't it? Not anymore. Little Cubby says, Stina always falls over, but still a top scorer. She's had top scorer. 15 goals she's got, by the way. 15 goals. And she starts on the bench every week. Incredible. Oh, she's in against Stina over on that far side. This time the angle's too tight. Feels a crossing looking for Russo, and it was cleared away. My prediction was 4-1, and we may well win this 4-1, and it'll be quite incredible if we do. Gregory says, a Stina slip goal it was. Jandra says Stina boots need to be looked at. Well, maybe they had the wrong socks last week. She's had the wrong boots on this week, but she still scored. And that's what she does. She comes off the bench and scores. She's done it again. It is 3-1 to Arsenal. We are heading for 3 points. And this second half performance has been pretty good, to be fair. Impressive, actually. We scored 3, could have scored another 6. The goalie's made 4 or 5 good saves. And Arsenal now are in control of this game. Stina again over on that far side. She always makes an impact, doesn't she? And she just won a throw for Arsenal. A strange goal in a lot of ways. It was a very strange goal, but we don't care. It's 3-1. We are home and dry, and we have got the win that we needed. 89 minutes on the clock. And finally, the pressure's told in the last 10 minutes. The goals came in. Greg says that Jonas has got to play Stina and Russo together next week. We look better with them together. We have, but Willie, let's wait and see. Anyway, Russo's coming forward now. Finds Caitlin Ford. Stina's in the box. Steph Cutty's on the overlap. Caitlin cuts back inside. Tries a shot just over the top. And Villa now have gone. I think their heads have gone. So we shall see. Donkey says Stina even had time to take a nap before she scored. Exactly. She did take a bit of a nap, didn't she? Brilliant stuff. And Stina's got another goal. And Arsenal have won this game, even though it's frustrating for a very long time, wasn't it? And there's no doubt we deserve to win this game. We've played really, really well, especially in this second half, and the chances we've had. Anyway, Stina's got the ball again, linked up the play well. And it's going to be 6 minutes of stoppage time, which we're just into now. 6 minutes of stoppage time. So there's time for more goals here. It's time for the 4-1 that I said. We've still got time for it, guys. Come on. Let's get one more goal, shall we? Leah Williamson now plays it up that far side. Emily Fox comes forward again, looking for Stina, but she was just tackled down. The ball's gone out for a throw over on that far side. And Vicky Palova may well have got player of the match. She has got player of the match. She had a good game, Vicky, today. I thought Emily Fox had a good game as well. And it was Vicky's goal that brought Arsenal level. And she's having a little bit of a joke on the bench. I think they might have just announced it in the stadium, potentially. Villa are making another substitution here. And Adriana Leon's going off. And it is Miri Taylor who's coming on for these last 5 minutes of stoppage time. Kanisha says, congratulations on a hard fought win. Well, it's not quite over yet, but 3-1 in stoppage time. You would imagine that we have won. Alana says, who got player of the match? Vicky Palova. Vicky Palova's got player of the match. And she's played well. Anyway, also coming forward again, looking for another goal. Nice play here. Kyra Cooney cross. Oh, she gave the ball away and then committed a foul on Sarah Maley. She's going to get a yellow card, you would imagine. And she does. And that's what you've got to do sometimes. Stop a counter-attack. It's worthy of a yellow card. She gave the ball away. Sarah Maley was away and she just, I think she pulled her shorts actually rather than her shirt. Anyway, it was a yellow card for Kyra Cooney cross. And the three Australians have made an impact in the second half, haven't they? And the goals have come quite late on to win us this game. As in fact, they did at the Emirates, didn't they? We got 2 goals in stoppage time, if you remember, to win that game. It's not quite as late as that this time. It's been a little bit earlier, but in the last 10 minutes, we've got the 2 goals that have put us in front. And we are heading for another 3 points against Aston Villa at Villa Park. Donkey says a tactical foul, took one for the team. Exactly, yeah, that's what you've got to do. Alana says, yeah, she deserved that. Fave Arsenal player. No, she's playing well, isn't she? She really is playing well. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Emily Fox, another one who was in the running, I would have thought, for player of the match. Alessia Russo. And now it's with Beth Mead over on that far side. Arsenal knocking the ball around. Kim Little does well. Just keeps possession. We just need to just keep the ball there. We're into the last 3 minutes of stoppage time. Kim Little to Kyra Cooney cross. Now it's with Steph Catley. Plays it back to Kyra Cooney cross. Nice play from her. But was she fouled? And now Rachel Daly on the counter attack. But Lotta Wubenmoy's across. Good defending from Lotta Wubenmoy there. She does well. And it's back with Manu Zinsberger into the last 2.5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this game. It's been quite frustrating, hasn't it, for Arsenal for long spells. We've played pretty well. We've created numerous chances in this second half, and the goals have come late, but we've won it. And that is all that matters. And confidence hopefully restored for next weekend. Let's hope so. Anyway, Leah Williamson then plays it forward. And now it's gone back again. Arsenal just seeing this out now. We're into the last 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this game. Leah Williamson plays it up the far side. All Beth Mead's done well, and then she was fouled, and that's going to be a free kick to Arsenal over on that far side. A chance to maybe get the ball back into the box again. It was Noel Moritz with that foul. And I'm sure Jonas is feeling very, very relieved. Alana says, where are you sitting in the Conti Cup final? We're in the Jack Hayward stand. I think it's SL4, block SL4, the lower tier, block 4, behind the goal. It's safe standing, isn't it? So it's not exactly seats, but yeah, that's where we are. Whereabouts are you? That'd be good. Whoever's there, if you're there next Sunday and you see us, say hello. Come on the video if you want. Chili says Zinsberger was lucky today. Oh, she hasn't much to do, has she? Really? She's hardly had a save to make. And the one shot that she had to face, she couldn't keep out. But I don't think that's really her fault. It was a decent finish, I suppose. They're also coming forward again. Can we get a 4th goal right at the very end in the last minute? Steph Catley on this near side has done well, finds Caitlin Ford, and she's managed to win a throw for Arsenal. Lawrence says, Jonas needs to take a good look at himself because I really don't rate him. He has not improved his squad at all. We haven't really progressed this season, I agree. Alana says, I think I am in WL1. What stands that in then? WL1? Not really sure. Anyway, also going forward again, one more chance to get the 4th goal to make my prediction come true. Let's see if we can do that. Be nice, won't it? I don't get too many right, 1 or 2, but one more goal here would do it. Russo's been better since she played deeper. Has Jonas noticed that, do you think? We'll find out next Sunday, won't we? When the team is announced for the final. Play Russo in the Frida Marnham position and play Stina through the middle. And I think, that's what we need to do. And there goes the full-time whistle. It has finished at Villa Park. That was nervy, wasn't it? It was a tense one, but we got the job done in the end. It's finished. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 3. And wow, all the excitement in the second half there. Villa took the lead actually at half-time, totally against the run of play. It was a goal on a counter-attack. Adriana Leon pulled it back, and Emily Salmon touched it in, just rolled it into the corner. And in the second half, Arsenal huffed and puffed for a bit. Lots and lots of chances, some good saves by Anna Lee. A lot of the finishing lacked conviction. But in the end, we got the goal. It was the equaliser, was a good effort from Vicky Palova, who got player of the match. It was a shot that was saved from Alessia Russo, and she fired in the rebound. It was 1-1 going into the last 10 minutes. Looked as though we were going to be dropping points. And after last week, that would have been an absolute disaster. But lots of Woobenmoy headed us in front in the last, 6 minutes from Russo's cross. A far post, hit it into the corner. And then straight after, it was 3-1. It was substitute Stina Blackstenius coming to the box, cut inside. She slipped over, actually. Looked as though maybe she'd handled the ball. She got back up and drilled a shot in, took a slight deflection through the keeper's legs to make it 3-1. And we fully deserved the victory. There's no doubt about that. But wow, we had to work hard for that, didn't we? Alana says, got really good seats. I think we have as well. It's going to be good, isn't it? Miss Pinksock says, my heart indeed. Alana says, I think it's Billy Wright lower. Oh, okay, that'd be a decent seat. Yeah, that's along the side, isn't it? Donkey says, if Stina doesn't start next game, I'm convinced he has an agenda against it. Yeah, I agree. She's got to start next week. He's got to play Russo deeper. So there you go. Regenda says, Russo in the Marnham position of Stina. Yeah, exactly. That's got to happen, hasn't it? Carla says, good second half. Hoping to have Stina as starter next game. We all are. Miss Pinksock says, first half wasn't necessarily poor. Just need shot accuracy improvement. Yeah, a little bit more conviction in that final third we needed in that first half. We got it in the second half. So there you go. But yeah, that was it was nervy and it was difficult, but we got there in the end. Ajima says, any news on Miedema's contract? No, she's out injured. It's not going to be mentioned yet, is it? Let's wait and see. I think she might retire, you know. I know it might be shocking news to some people, but I think she might retire. I really do. Oh, look at this. We've got a new member. It is our friend from Toronto. It is Herman, has become a member of the channel. Thank you very much, my friend. Hope you enjoy being part of our little family here. Rajendra says, Frida has been out for a bit, not quite at her normal strength. I agree, yeah. Alana says, I mean, WL1, Billy Wright, row E, right corner, so really close to the pitch. Well, that'll be good. It's going to be good, isn't it? We're going to enjoy ourselves next Sunday, I'm sure. MD says, is it really the coach or bad finishing? Well, a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Well, the Arsenal fans in good voice, as you would expect, following the victory here. Of course, Man City and Chelsea both won. We had to win, and we have won. And it was tough, and it was stressful, wasn't it? But we got there in the end, and we showed a lot of character. And that's one thing that we're going to need next week, isn't it? Character against Chelsea in the final. But we've got the victory, fully deserved victory it was. We could have, I don't know how many shots on target we had. I haven't seen the stats yet. We'll have to check in a minute. But we probably had 15 shots, did we, in that game? Incredible. We're still 6 points off the top. But we shall see. But yeah, a little cubby says her name is Frida. Yeah, Frida. Oh, yeah, he spelt Frida wrong. Yeah, he spelt Frida wrong. We'll let him off, though. Herman says, Richard, I finally managed to become a member. And it's great to have you on board, my friend. Good to have you with us. And we look forward to your company a lot more in the future. Alana says, hope my Alessi Russo away shirt comes in time for the game. Well, yeah, if you've ordered it now, it should do, shouldn't it? It's got a week, hasn't it? Carla says, thank you for the live stream, guys. This stream is helping me to learn English. See you all next Sunday. It's going to be good next Sunday, isn't it? Patrick says, great victory. Victoria Palova, Alessia Russo, Stina Blackstenius, world class. Well, I don't know about world class, but they're very, very good players, aren't they? Alana says, are you still going to do this live next week? Well, I can't, can I? I'll be at the game. I might see if I can get somebody else to do it for me so that we can still have the game on the channel. I'm going to try and do some live streaming from outside the ground before the game. I don't know whether it's going to work because it's difficult sometimes to get a signal, isn't it, from when you're at the ground with lots of people. You don't get much of an internet signal. But I'm going to try and see if we can get something live. Maybe get Andreas on with us and stuff like that. MD says we've been creating chances. In most of the games, we end up losing, not finishing, and then conceding rubbish goals against someone to play. Yeah, we do. You're right. And today, it almost looked like it was going to be the same again, wasn't it? But we got there in the end. Miss Pinksock says, thanks for more great commentary. No, thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for your commentary, for your comment. Sorry, Little Cubby says, thanks, Richard. See you next weekend. Yeah, I look forward to it. We'll see you outside the ground. Yeah, if anybody's going to the game, get yourself outside the Jack Hayward statue, which is stand behind the goal, the south stand, I think it is. So get yourself there between 1:30 and 2:00, around about that time, and we can all meet up and have a good time. Alana says, do like a mini mic type thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I want to try and do something. Yeah. Chloe says, Black's Denny has scored another comedy goal. It was a bit of a comedy goal, yeah. But they all count, don't they? And she just showed what a great goal scorer she is, and instincts. Little Cubby said, "Will do, good stuff. Look forward to that." Anyone else? I say meet us there at the statue. Jack Hayward, let's all meet there. That'll be good fun. There'll be no show on Friday, of course, because we're travelling down, and Andreas is flying over as well, so we won't really have time to do a show. But we'll be at the game. MRD says, hi from Auckland. Yeah, good to see you, Auckland. That's good to have you with us. Alana says, I'll definitely be going with my mum, but she's a Chelsea fan and I support Arsenal. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? We'll have to make sure that by the time we finished on Sunday, your mum supports Arsenal, the best team that's going to win. Greg says, someone from the dugout must have been watching this chat and finally got it right. Well, maybe they were, yeah. I don't know if they were, but let's see what happens next week, because I do think next week is the big one, isn't it? Is he going to pick Russo deeper, Stina in front? It works. It just works. He's got to do it, hasn't he? So let's see what the lineup is next week. Herman says, I also thought that Vivian Miedemar will retire because the knee operation didn't quite work out. Very hard on her. She's a great player. Yeah. See, my thoughts on Viv Miedemar are, I don't think she's going to be able to get back to the level that she was before. And I think part of it is because I don't think she's got that motivation anymore. You know, she's a sort of player, isn't she? She's had to take a break from football plenty of times. She's always said it's not the be-all end-all for her. She thought about retiring when she was really young. And I think this might be it now. I think she might realise that she's not going to get back to that level, not without a lot of hard work and dedication. And after all the games that she's played, you know, from a very young age, I think maybe it might be too much for her. And I would not be surprised if she retires from playing, and we might not see her again. It'd be a shame. It'd be sad. Great memories we'd have of her. I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know any information. I'm just kind of guessing from just stuff that she's said before, what's happened in her career before, and her performances since she's come back from her ACL. She's not hit the heights. She's finding it difficult. She's got injured again. She's already had 2 injuries since she came back, and I don't know. I'm not sure if she's got that drive and motivation anymore to keep doing it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope I'm wrong, but you never know. Alana says, trying to convince her to wear a red top and not a blue top. Yeah, you've got to do that. That would be great. I'm sure after the game she'll be converted after the game when we win. But anyway, we'll have a word of her before. Don't worry about that. We'll sort her out. But yeah, I think we're all feeling a little bit more confident now, aren't we, going into that cup final next week after this win. The second half was good. I thought we played well in that second half. You know, we created numerous chances. We could have scored 6 or 7 goals, and we got the win, and fully deserved it was, and a good performance. And if we play like that against Chelsea, we'll have a great chance of winning, won't we? Because Chelsea are beatable. They're not a brilliant team, are they? They know how to get results, but they're not a fantastic team. And if we play our best game, we'll have a great chance of winning. Donkey says she looks mentally fatigued from the game. That's what I think as well. I really do think that she is. Yeah, I agree with you. And I think it might be the end for her, unfortunately. Greg says, thanks, Rich, and have a great show. Have a great time next week watching our girls rip Chelsea apart. Let's hope so, mate. Let's hope we do, because it will be great, won't it? We look forward to it. Alana says, I'll cry myself to sleep if Vivian Miedemar retires. Well, it's going to happen one day, and maybe it'll be the end of this season. We shall see. But, yeah, it's going to happen eventually, isn't it? But anyway, we've won this game tonight. That's the most important thing. It is 3-1 to Arsenal. 37 shots we had, 13 on target, 37 shots. Wow, incredible. Expected goals was 4.24. We had 71 touches in the opposition box. That's not a great strike rate, though, is it? Alana says, hope to see you next weekend. Yeah, go to the Jack Hayward statue behind the goal and stand behind the goal outside, and we can meet you there. That would be good. Alana says, what colour is London? The colour it's always been, it always will be, always has been, always will be. And yeah, it's always going to be red, and we'll make sure it's red next week. Vicky Palova's on. Let's listen to her.
Got that right. Yeah, I think we all need a bit of confidence after the game from Chelsea, but we showed ourselves that even if we're 1-0 down, we can turn it around. So that's a good thing.
Did you think, though, by the way that their keeper was playing tonight, that it just wasn't going to go your way?
No, I was looking. It was like 75 minutes. And she was having every ball, and I was like, it cannot be 50 minutes more possible. That's what I was thinking. But she did well, so yeah, I'm happy for her in that way. But I'm happy we scored.
When you mentioned confidence just a few moments ago, was confidence down? Has it been lacking in the last few days?
It's in football. It goes like up and down always with your confidence. I mean, when we won from Chelsea 4-1, we had this confidence, and of course, if you lose 3-0, you get a bit. It's not like it goes away, but it's good that we won today, and how we won today.
Because obviously people and supporters, and they look at the WSL title race, and that they see the setback that you've had. As far as you're concerned, is it still active? Is it still alive? Is it over?
I mean, we're just gonna keep fighting till the end of the competition. So it's always on.
You've also got a cup final to prepare for as well, and you're smiling to try against Chelsea, and an opportunity to put that right.
Yeah, of course, and we just want to win the Conti Cup final. We want to win a prize. So yeah.
Should you win that final, what could that do for the rest of your season?
I mean, we still want to win the title. So we want to win everything in that way. So I mean, yeah, what can I say?
How difficult was it? The manager spoke about this match being a barometer because Aston Villa are so hard to break down. What can you take from this match now, going forward into the remainder of your season?
Just that even if we 1-0 down, that we have to play our own game and be patient and have confidence in ourselves, because every single of us, every player is so good on the ball, so it doesn't matter how congested they are. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
It's cool. It is a lively tunnel where we are, but you got Arsenal back into the match. You got the equaliser and played a big part as well. So for that, you are player of the match. Barkley's player of the match. I think the last time I spoke to you, I presented you with the same award.
We shared it.
You can fight over it, but it is yours. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's quite funny, isn't she, Vicky? Vicky Paloma. Brilliant stuff. And yeah, I mean, she deserved to play the match today. Emily Fox had a great game. Lotta Wilbermoy had a great game. So yeah, it was a much better performance. That's what we wanted to see, didn't we? We wanted to see that. And Alana says who she's sharing it with. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know who she was talking to there. Emily Fox, maybe. I'm not sure. Alana says, I love Vic. She's my favourite Dutch. I'm learning to speak Dutch so I can talk to her in Dutch. But my Dutch is not the best. Well, no, I mean, keep working on it. I'm sure that would be great. Egon says, I hope the coach has a plan in place to neutralise Lauren James and Nushkin, because these two seem to be deciding games for Chelsea lately, especially James. She has to be isolated entirely. Yeah, obviously they've got threats, haven't they? Those two have been, when they caused us the problems last week, didn't they? So I'm sure he will have. Donkey says they're the giggling assassin. Yeah, she's a funny one, isn't she? I think she's very shy, and she feels nervous talking to the camera and stuff. Every time she's interviewed, she's a bit like that, isn't she? But she is funny, and she's a great player, and she's playing so well this season, isn't she? But anyway, that was a lot of fun, and the game was a lot of fun in the end, wasn't it? It was stressful for a while. I think the equaliser coming so early in the second half was important, wasn't it? Because it gave us that springboard then to go on. Yes, it took a while for the second and third goals to arrive, but if it stayed at 1-0, and we're talking 20 minutes to play, I think we would have struggled. We could have lost that game. So I think the equaliser was so important. And it was a great little finish as well, actually, wasn't it? Because it was a difficult ball to control. And she managed to bounce up in front of it. Could have been easy to put it over the bar, but she controlled the finish really well. And I said that was important. And it paved the way, didn't it, for all those chances in the second half. And finally, the 2 late goals from Lotta and Stina gave us a fully deserved victory. It was a fully deserved victory. There's no doubt about that. Alana says it'll be a tough game next week, but hopefully to bring the trophy home for the second time. Exactly, yeah, that'd be great, won't it? But we'll have to play. We'll have to play well. We will have to play well. Greg says we don't have to worry about any Chelsea player. We just have to play our game. Yeah, and they need to worry about some of our players, because we've got great players as well, haven't we? So yeah, they'll be just as worried as, or they should be just as worried about our players as we need to be about theirs. What a great header from Lotta. They just showing that again. So yeah, I agree. I don't think I think as fans, we obviously look at the other team's players and think, we need to. They're going to be a threat, and I'm sure Jonas and the coaching team will have plans in place, because you can't go into a game and not have a plan in place. I think we need one, and I'm sure we'll have one to try and neutralise the threat of Lauren James, to try to neutralise the threat of Nuskin, and if we do that, we've got a better chance of winning. So we want to see us do that, don't we? Let's hope that we do. Regina says Plover will get better, as we need very skillful midfielders who can do some magic like Viv did. Yeah, I think we're going to have to change that, aren't we? Because there's never going to be another player like Viv, is there? But maybe Alessia Russo is going to fill that role now. Maybe it's for her, isn't it? Maybe that's what it's going to be. She's going to fill that role. Alana says, I hope we can meet some of the players next weekend and also win the cup. Yeah, you may be able to meet some of the players. I think it's going to be, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult. Although they'll have a walk around at the end, won't they? I'm sure they'll give some shirts out and stuff like that, won't they? So might get a few pictures as well. Greg says the plan is to win 4-1. The plan is just to win, mate. I'll take a 1-0, a scrappy 1-0 or a 2-1, whatever it is. Anything like that will do. That'll be fine. Actually, look at it again when Stina fell over. Did she actually handball it? I'm not sure if she did. Oh, yeah, I think she did, actually. Oh, dear. Anyway, never mind. The referee didn't see anything inside the penalty anyway, did she? Because she could have given us 2 penalties. Anyway, the fact that Stina just got up and got on and had the shot tends to suggest to me that maybe she didn't think she had handballed it. Anyway, Regina says hit the like. So give us a like before we go. We are going to go because it's been a later night than we was anticipating due to the 45-minute delay to the start of the game. I mean, yeah, maybe it disturbed us a little bit again tonight. Possibly it did, because we were slow getting. Well, I thought we were slow getting going in terms of we had a lot of the ball early on, but we never really got going, did we, until that second half? But it was an impressive second half. That will do, won't it? So let's have a look and see. Alana says, if we look at it, we lost to Chelsea and then came to the Conti Cup final. But yeah, we did last year. You're right there. Donkey says, if it didn't happen, if the ref didn't see it. Exactly, yeah, well, that's exactly true, isn't it? Herman says, thanks for yourself to go. No, thank yourself, my friend. Thank you for watching again. Thanks for joining the channel as well. We'll see you very, very soon, I'm sure. Take it easy over there in Toronto. So yeah, that's it then. Arsenal finally got the win. It was nervy, it was exciting, oodles of chances, and we finally got the goals in the end. It was, of course, Vicky Palova with a rare goal. Lots of women with a fairly rare goal as well. Of course, Stina, not a rare goal. That's her 15th of the season, which is good. Alana says, see you next weekend, hopefully. Yeah, I'm sure we will. If you do see us at Wolves next week, give us a wave, say hello. If you want to appear on the camera, come over and you can have some words on the camera as well. Be good, won't it? We'll of course be looking out for Andreas as well and everybody else who might be there next week. Greg says, thanks for it. Still in a fortnight next Friday. Will be strange. Yeah, it'll be strange not having a show. It'll be strange not doing a match next week, but couldn't not be there for the final. Couldn't get to last year's one, so I was determined to get there this year if we made it. And yeah, looking forward to it indeed. Regina says we need to get some steel in defence so we counter attack Chelsea. Yeah, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll be better next week than we were last week. And yeah, let's hope that we turn up on Sunday and produce a great performance and a great victory. And it'll be a day to remember, won't it, for a long time. Let's hope so. So yeah, that's it. It's finished at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 3. it was a good second half in the end. Came back from 1-0 down to win the game. And yeah, we did it in good style as well in the end, didn't we? Some good goals. And of course, Stina gets on the score sheet. Donkey says, Wolves out for the rest of the season. Yeah, that's what we're hearing. But we've got covered, haven't we? With obviously Vicky playing as well as she is, with Kyra. We're okay in that position. Yes, Leah's a big player, an important player, great player. And obviously, we'd rather she was fit, but that's one position that we've probably got cover for. So, you know, I think that's, that's, you know, we feel sorry for Leah. Of course, I hope she's not as bad as we feared. But anyway, Alana says, great win, amazing second half. It was an amazing second half, wasn't it? And we really enjoyed it. So, yeah, hopefully we'll enjoy next Sunday even more. So thanks for watching today, guys. It's been great to have your company with us on the show. Hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a like if you have. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. We cover all the women's games. We do some of the men's games as well, some other bits and pieces along the way. And of course, we'll be at the game next week. So say hello if you are there. Be good to see you all. Greg says, we are Arsenal, we win trophies indeed. Alana says 2 goals in under 10 minutes. Well, at the end, yeah, it was today. Let's hope for 2 goals in the first 10 minutes next week so we can maybe relax a little bit more. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. It's been really good to have your company today. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope you've enjoyed the game. I did enjoyed the victory in the end. And I will see you very, very soon. If you are at Wolves, I say come and say hello. Meet at the Jack Hayward statue. Lars says, see you next week. Indeed. Rajendra says, bye. Come on, you guys. Indeed. So I'll see you next week if you are at Wolves. If not, we'll see you back on the show in 2 weeks' time. There may be some something coming up during the week as well for the men's team, looking into the Man City game. So join us for that if you can. As well, that's good. Alana says bye. Indeed. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you very much indeed. I will see you next week, or if not before, on the show. Take it easy, and thanks for watching. And we got there in the end, didn't we? Come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. Let's lift that cup next week. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon.